Hey, is this Scott?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Scott, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Okay. Can I help you?
Well, I don't even think you can help me. That's a loaded question when it comes to me, but there is somebody who you might be able to help out. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. And we got an email from a woman named Krista, and you should remember going out with her because you guys played Truth or Dare, and unless you're playing Truth or Dare all over the place all the time, then I'm assuming you probably remember her.
Yeah, no, that was the first and last time I played Truth or Dare.
Oh, my God. You regret it. You do regret playing that game on a first date.
I mean, like, look, Krista seems like a really nice person. I sort of messed things up initially because I suggested a movie, and I don't know, I wasn't thinking. I didn't buy tickets ahead of time.
Yeah, she told us all that. And then
okay.
she told us about how you guys were hanging out and playing Truth or Dare. So she thinks that maybe you might have been embarrassed because she revealed that she had cheated on a partner in the past. That's what she really thinks.
No. That was not the issue. Like, I kind of actually appreciated that she was, like, just being upfront about it. And she said that it happened, like, 10 years ago or something. So I'm not judging her for that.
She felt like your whole mood changed when she revealed that she had cheated on someone.
No, my whole mood changed, like, 5 minutes later when her mom walked in. And I was like, what is going on?
Wait, hold up. Did she live with her mom and she didn't tell you or something?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Reaction.
If I was hanging out at some chick's house playing Truth or Dare and then her mom walked in, I might be like, whoa, this is about to get really interesting. Or it would be weird for me, you know? I don't know.
What kind of dares are you coming up with, lady?
Yeah, and honestly, like, it just kept getting weirder where, like, suddenly her mom's playing Truth or Dare.
No!
Wait, hold up. She didn't tell us any of this. So her mom started playing Truth or Dare with you guys on your first date.
Yeah, we're, like, sitting cross-legged in a circle on the rug, and, like, suddenly it's like, how old am I? What's happening? And she seems to have no, like, lights on. It just seems as if all of this is totally normal.
Wait, was her mom cool? Was she cool? I mean, like, after you got over the initial shock, was she a cool person to hang out with?
No, like, it's not. I'm on a date. I'm not trying to hang out with someone's mom. Like, I mean, she seemed like a perfectly fine person if I met her in 5 months or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe it just doesn't cross her mind because they, like, live together, so it's so normal for her.
If you were on a date with a dude and that's what happened, wouldn't you be like, okay, time for me to truth my way out of here?
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't stick around for that.
Yeah.
It must
exactly.
be.
And so it gets crazier because so she's playing, and then suddenly the dare for me is that I have to give them my phone for 2 minutes of uninterrupted time.
No.
So her and her mom are checking out what's on your phone?
Which, like, honestly, to be completely honest, like, I don't really have anything on there that I'm, like, that concerned with. Like, I'm not taking pictures of things I shouldn't be taking pictures of.
Hey, that is your body. You can take pictures of it if you want.
Hey, I'm with Jubal on that one. So wait, did you give them your phone?
Yes, we were already in it. I was just, like, I sort of felt like, I mean, honestly, this was, like, peer pressure. I felt like I was in, like, I don't know, middle school again or something. It was crazy.
What did they do for 2 minutes with your phone?
I don't know. I mean, really, they, like, looked through things, were mostly bored, except I'm getting texts from some number that I don't have being like, let's hang out. And it's like, oh, it's Debbie, Krista's mom.
Wait, her
what?
mom is texting you to hang out?
Yeah.
What is going
Wait,
on?
I assume that she must have either, like, I don't know if she, like, memorized my number when they had my phone or what, but I'm, like, really actually very creeped out by all of this.
And you have no interest in going out with her mom, huh?
But no. I mean, nothing
Weird.
against her mom. It's just, like, this isn't how I, like, meet people.
Mind
Okay.
blown, Jubal.
You're an interesting guy, Scott.
And the mom is like hitting on you. You don't think that she just doesn't understand how friends work?
No. Like, she kept saying that I had nice arms or something, which was like,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah, she's hitting on you.
Yeah, she's definitely
Appropriate.
hitting on you.
Oh, man.
Hey, Scott,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that Krista is on the phone and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Krista, you still there? Where's your mom there? Either one?
No, just me. I'm here.
How do you leave out that information?
It didn't seem like pertinent information to me. She was there for 5 minutes and then he left. Also, I don't believe my mom would be texting you. But even if it was, it's not that crazy. She's a mama bear. She's protective.
Wait, whoa.
I mean,
Okay, hold on. I mean, guys, do you see why this is problematic for me?
I still don't get it, but...
Oh, you
I
don't
mean,
get it, Jubal,
no.
yeah.
I mean,
feel like you just don't have a good relationship with your parents. I mean, if you she's
No. Look, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying my relationship with my parents is perfect. I'm just saying that I was definitely freaked out by the whole, like, playing truth or dare, and then, like, getting the text put me over the edge. Like, I think you really need to have a conversation with your mom, and I'm just not trying to get in between any of this.
You're not trying to get in between her and her mom? Why not?
I'm not.
Yeah, good luck with
Dude,
that.
you're not making this any easier, okay? I'm just saying, like, honestly, Mama Bear aside, like, that's not cool.
Okay, you said something about her commenting on your arms. What was that about? What did she say?
She just kept saying, like, oh, you have nice arms. Do you work out?
Well, I mean, God, I guess that is a little weird.
Yeah, that
Oh my
doesn't
God,
sound like somebody who's protective.
How are you not freaking out about this? If my mom did this to me, I would be irate and embarrassed and all of the things.
I don't know. She's a fun lady. I mean, that's when she came home and, like, you know, she's walking in at 11:30 to our house that we share. I'm not going to say, like, I'm on a date, leave.
Yeah, but I would also say to my date, oh, shoot, my mom's home. Maybe we call it a night, not continue to play truth or dare with him.
Go to your place.
Well, one round. I don't know.
Yeah, one round was damage enough.
I guess so.
Really, I'm just trying to check in with you here, Krista. Like, are you hearing what I'm saying is happening? Your mom is texting me behind your back.
Okay,
and
yeah, I'm
complimenting
hearing you
me
loud and clear.
physically.
You're being very clear. I understand. The texting that you say she's doing behind my back, I'm going to be talking to her about that, believe me, because that is crossing
Can I
the
ask you
line.
a question? Has this ever happened before? Like, am I the first person who's been in this situation with you?
Okay. To be honest, I've played a couple rounds of Truth or Dare with my mom, with other guys before, but
Oh, my God.
knowledge,
Weird.
this is the first time that she has ever texted someone afterwards.
Scott, that means you're special.
He's a catch.
Yeah.
Actually, it means I'm, like, totally not special. Like, did you... All right, I really need to know this now. Were you setting us up to play Truth or Dare with your mom?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
What? No, that is crazy talk. No, I live with my mom. We were playing Truth or Dare. She happened to come in.
Uh-huh.
And how many times has that happened, though?
I can hear you guys not believing me.
Yeah, because we don't.
It's just a coincidence.
Come on, Krista, you wouldn't date a guy who had his dad play truth or dare with you.
If he was as fun as my mom is, then definitely it would be okay with me.
Really?
Okay.
Well, maybe you guys just have different priorities.
Yeah.
Scott,
I'm tapping out, guys. I'm just telling
well,
you,
not yet,
like,
Scott. I got a question for you. Would you like to go out with Krista on a second date? We will pay for it. Maybe we can buy you a Twister set for her and mom.
Yeah.
You would pay for it?
Yeah.
No, of course I'm not going to go on a second
Oh.
date with her. What are you,
Okay.
crazy? You think this is a money issue? No. So much for the, like, yeah, no. I'm fine. I'm good.
I don't need to listen to this. Like, relationships are not a deposition. This is crazy.
Question. Have you ever given a deposition in a situation like this?
That's a really...
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Rusty.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Rusty. How are you, man?
Fine. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
That is me, and I host a radio show called Brook and Jubal in the Morning. And we're calling people who were recently in a convenience store robbery to ask them some questions.
That's actually true.
Oh,
You were just in a convenience store robbery, right?
I mean, yeah. How do you know that?
Oh, I know that because we talked to a girl named Sarah who was at the same convenience store robbery, and she mentioned your name.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Sarah wanted us to call you because she told us all about the robbery and how you guys met when you were giving your police statement and how you went to the bar and then went back to your place and had a really fun night.
Okay, this is weird. Why did she tell you all that information?
A
Well,
lot of information.
she's wondering why you haven't called her since then.
I figured you guys just had one crazy, dangerous night and that you wanted nothing else from her.
No, I mean, it's more than that, but I don't want to talk about it.
Well, do you like her? Did you like her?
Yeah, she was awesome. It was a wonderful time.
So wait, I mean, when you guys were hanging out, you didn't think that would be the last time you saw her?
No, I don't think it's going to be the last time that we hang out.
Okay, but you're not calling her. I don't know you very well, Rusty, but I can tell you this. Usually if you want to see somebody, you have to kind of like contact them.
I know, and I will. It's just, I got some stuff I got to take care of first, and then I'm going to call her.
Can you tell us what you have to take care of?
I don't know you guys very well.
What do you mean you don't know us very well, dude? We've been on the phone for like 2 minutes. I feel like you're my best friend, Rusty. Look, man, she's really confused. She liked you a lot. She thought you were really funny. And also the other things that you did, she liked too. And so it would help if we could at least tell her why you're not calling her back.
I don't want her to know why
you-
I'm not calling her back.
Are you in a relationship?
Really?
I mean, I could see like you get caught up in the moment, adrenaline's going.
Look, if I tell you guys what's going on, do you promise not to tell her?
Sure.
It's just important. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to go through with this, but I don't want her to know why yet.
Okay. It's your responsibility to tell her then.
Yeah, I'm in a relationship, and
What?
I'm
Ouch.
going to break up with her, this girl that I'm dating. I'm going to break it. Things weren't good in the first place, and with everything that happened at the robbery, the adrenaline started going. It was one of the crazy experiences I've ever had, and everything kind of got overwhelming, and stuff with Sarah kicked off, and it was great, and I really like her, and I want to do the right thing and not see her until the relationship I'm in is over.
So
Whoa.
You have a
What?
girlfriend? Did you think in the
What?
hours that we spent together that maybe you could have shared that with me?
Hey, Rusty, that's Sarah. She was on the phone listening. Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Sorry.
I told you I wouldn't tell her, Rusty.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me she was listening.
I'm bad with details. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me, Rusty? We spent how many hours at that bar? Did you even bother to tell me that you're somebody else?
I had no idea that you were on the phone.
Does that matter?
Yeah, because if you weren't listening, then you wouldn't have known about the mistake I made of sleeping with you while I was in a relationship.
I was a mistake? Are you kidding me right now?
Oh.
You weren't the mistake. The mistake I made was sleeping with you.
That sounds even worse. What the hell?
Oh.
No, that's not what I mean.
Really, Rusty? What do you mean?
What I mean was that whole day, everything that happened that day was wonderful and awesome, and I got overwhelmed, and I made a poor choice.
So what happens? You get involved with me and somebody else brings out a gun, you going to sleep with somebody else? Is that how that works?
I don't think that getting in the middle of a crime scene is going to be something I make a habit of doing.
I got to tell you, Rusty, I am so disappointed right now. Why didn't you just tell me that night, or you could have called the next day and explained yourself instead of me having to go through all this?
Well, you didn't call me either, and I was going to take care of the situation myself and then get back to you the appropriate way and then tell you everything
Rusty.
that happened.
When I left that morning, I gave you my number. I said, give me a call. How much more explicit could I have been?
Well, I wanted to take care of the situation I dug myself into, and I wanted to do it the right way.
Right. So the situation's taken care of now.
yeah, is it? Are you still with your girlfriend, Rusty, or
I haven't told her yet, but I plan to do it in 2 days.
in
2 days. Why 2 days, Rusty?
Yeah, do it now.
My buddy's going to lend me his car so I could get some stuff out of her place, and I was going to do it all in the same day, and he wasn't available to help me out until a couple days from now, so I was just waiting till then to do it so it could be all taken care of as cleanly and smoothly as possible.
So let me get this straight. You want me to wait like 2 days and 3 hours and 45 seconds till you break up with your girlfriend, and then you're going to start a new relationship with me. That sounds so promising.
I mean, yeah.
Really?
I think she was being sarcastic, Rusty.
Are you being serious right now, Rusty?
Yes, I'm being serious. That was my plan. I can try to, if I can try to speed things up, like 24 hours, I will.
You know what I'll do? I'll set my timer right now. How about that?
Sarah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of like rooting for Rusty a little
No.
bit. We've all been okay. Granted, the sleeping together thing, not cool at all.
Cheating.
Not cool. I get that. But he sounds truly remorseful, and he's not trying to play you, and he's actually trying to now fix it and go back to being honest, I guess.
Yeah, you should listen to her. I mean, I'm trying to be honest right now and do the right thing in the situation because I made a mistake. And I'm trying to fix it.
And he just needs 2 days or maybe 24 hours if you need the process sped up. Sarah,
perfect.
I mean, we already know Rusty's answer. Sarah, do you want to go out with Rusty again? You called in for the second date update, but we will pay for another date for you guys in maybe a day
Well,
or two.
I guess I need to wait the 24 hours first.
I think so, yeah.
It's like a waiting period, layaway almost.
All joking aside, are you serious? Will you go out with him again if he breaks up with his girlfriend?
You know, I'll give him 24 hours to get his taken care of. But if not, I'm out. I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, Rusty.
Reasonable.
You're on the clock, Rusty. You got 24 hours.
Okay, I'm going to call my friend right now and make sure I can get his truck.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Good luck.
Sarah, sort of a congratulations. We don't know yet. It's a congratulations. You got a second date based on the fact that he can break up with his girlfriend in the next 24 hours. Rusty, get to work.
I'll do my best. I know I'm on the clock.
Okay. Well, Rusty, if your buddy falls through, you know that there's companies like U-Haul and stuff, right? You don't have to wait for him.
Yeah, but that costs money, and this guy is free and reliable.
Oh my God!
Sounds super reliable.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Layla, please?
Yeah, this is she. Can I ask who's calling?
Sure you can.
Okay, who's calling?
Oh, Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
It's always funny to me.
What's all that?
That is Brooke and Jose
Hi.
and me, Jubal,
We're
from
all
Brook and
here.
Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Still not
What's
putting
going
it
on?
together, are you?
What's going on?
Well, I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners. His name is Jared.
Okay.
And Jared told us about the night that you guys met.
Did he?
Yeah. And he said that
It just
he
gets
really
weirder.
liked you, and he's been trying to get a hold of you for a second date, but you keep saying you're busy.
Yeah, he called me last night, and I ignored his call.
Yeah. He said that you've been ignoring all of his calls. Is there a particular reason?
It just wasn't what I thought it was. Could you just tell him you didn't reach me or something?
Well, I mean, can you give me anything specific that I can tell him? He did. Look, he told us that you're a glass blower, right?
Oh, yeah, he mentioned that?
Yeah, he did. Great job, by the way. That's really cool. But he said that he also made a really bad joke about blowing things.
Oh.
And he thinks that that's the reason you're not calling him back.
I mean, among other things.
Was it? I mean, like that was bad and made me roll my eyes. Did he just come off kind of like a bro?
I mean, yeah, he was just really immature. Like, that joke, whatever, probably like 90% of the people that find out what I do make that joke, and then we move on.
Right.
But, like, I don't know. It got weird.
Well, what do you mean immature?
Like, okay, so he told you about all the coloring? Like, that was a coloring night at the
Yeah,
bar?
he said you were really good at it.
I am good, and I love it. It's relaxing to me. It's something that brings me joy. And we, at one point later in the night, like, traded coloring books to look at each other's work. And I'm going through his and come across, like, a deer with female parts drawn onto it.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Well, I would go with other female parts, Jose.
well, what are we talking about? What parts were drawn on
Like,
it?
why do you guys need to know the specifics?
I don't know. You're right. It's funny.
I'm not going to tell you. You can use your imagination.
So it was basically like
I
a
paint a picture.
a deer-human hybrid that he had drawn.
Yeah, a very inappropriate one.
Okay.
In a children's coloring book. And I started flipping to the next page and the next page, and every single cute, cuddly animal, I kid you not, had some sort of inappropriate addition.
That's awesome.
No, it's
You didn't find that funny? I would have laughed.
I mean, yeah, like 10 years ago, but I enjoy coloring. It really, like, it means something to me. I'm an artist, and, like, sorry, I'm not interested in dating a 12-year-old boy.
Maybe he thought you would think it was funny too, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, he kept looking over at me like, isn't this hilarious? As he's, like, going through my drawing. Like, it was so...
Every single page that he's done it to is like, oh man, this one, it's the same joke as the last page, except this one's on a rabbit. The other one was a beaver.
I kid you not. He said to me at one point, hey, look at this giraffe. Guess what's longer than its neck?
oh my gosh.
I'm not kidding.
I still don't get it though, because he said that you guys hung out for like 3 or 4 hours that night. Like, why?
I mean, we did. It's not like there was anybody else there. Like, we were drinking and laughing and having fun. Like, I don't know. Honestly, it just wore on me. Like, over the course of the night, he kept calling me the glass blower. Like he was British. I don't even know. He was so excited that I was a glass blower and thought it was so, like, medieval or whatever. And just, it was so
blower.
obnoxious, you guys.
Okay. Well, I have some news for you, glass blower. Jared is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God. Are you guys serious?
Yeah. Jared, you there?
Yes, I am here, and hello to you, glass blower.
He's not stopping with it. Jared, she didn't like that you kept calling her that. I wouldn't continue it.
Come on, she thought it was funny. She laughed every time I called her glass blower.
It made me laugh, but I don't know if for the same reasons.
I mean, honestly, dude, it was really obnoxious. I was laughing more at my life and the circumstances that brought me to that moment.
You could have fooled me. You seemed like you were enjoying yourself. After all those drinks I was buying, you seemed like a really condescending I have to tell you.
Whoa!
Wow. I mean, did you not wonder why I kept needing another drink? Like,
Jared, that was intense, man. Why are you name calling all of a sudden?
Because I was doing a nice thing. I was taking this girl out to another bar, and we were having a good time. And now she's saying that I'm acting like a 12-year-old, and that you didn't even ask about any of those things. You just laughed along, and on the inside, you hated my drawing.
Jared, in her defense, what is she supposed to ask you about drawing genitalia on woodland creatures?
If it was so offensive to you, why didn't you say anything? Not to mention, half of those were my buddy Rob's anyway, which you didn't even care to ask about.
Oh,
He's offended.
Well, who's defensive about the drawings?
You don't make fun of me or Rob.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't know that half of them were your buddy Rob, but like the second I saw them, it became pretty clear to me that you were not somebody I could have a conversation with. And like,
Well,
what else
then
am I
why
gonna
did you
do?
continue to have a conversation with me for the next 4 or 5 hours?
Well, I wanted to be out that night. It was my one night out a week, and like, whatever. It was fine, but I don't want to pursue it again. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like seeing you again, which is why I avoided your calls, and now I'm on the radio. Like, what are you thinking?
Wow, my God. I thought you were way more fun than this. I guess sober you are just obnoxious to be around.
Wow.
Jared, how can you not own up to any of that? Like showing a girl a bunch of boobs and other parts and then glassblower joke, like the whole thing is pretty obnoxious.
God, you too? What is it with you guys? We were getting wasted at a bar and coloring in coloring books. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah!
No, this is serious stuff, Jared.
Well, apparently, for the girl that has Tolstoy written on her arm, it must be pretty serious.
Listen. All right. It sounds like what you need is some 21-year-old co-ed who's going to go do shots off of you at a bar, and, like, maybe you guys can color on each other with markers or something. That's just not something I'm interested in, okay?
You know, you should be dating some 50-year-old college professor with erectile dysfunction that wears nothing but tweed jackets every day.
Great. If I can have a conversation with him, I'm set.
All right, well, it looks like you two have figured out your type at least, but I still have to ask the question. Layla, would you like to go on a second date with Jared? We will pay for it.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, for sure?
Oh, shocker.
It sounds like you were right on the fence.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I hope to never see him again unless, like, I need some boobs put on the glass I blew.
You know what? This really was eye-opening to me. I don't need to date this girl ever again. Thank you guys for doing this for me. I guess I just need a college girl that has no brains in her head at all, right?
Yeah, please, enjoy. Just don't call me anymore, okay?
I will, glass blower woman. Enjoy your life. Glass blower woman. Glass blower
you're
woman.
very witty. Thank you so much for gracing us.
You are the glass blower woman.
Yes,
Blow
okay.
away. Blow.
Thank you so much.
Hello,
Hi, is this Jenica?
this is she.
Hey, Jenica, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
Hey, Jenica.
You're obviously familiar with the show.
No.
No, you're not. It sounded like you were.
Sounded like we were all friends.
Yeah, no, I don't know who you people are.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
you're just an easy one to please,
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah.
anytime you get a call from somebody you don't recognize, you kind of laugh and are like, "Oh, hey, you! Thanks for calling."
I bet it's genius. That's got to throw telemarketers off.
All right. Well, Jenica, it's a radio show. It's called Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So, a dude named Brett emailed in about you.
Oh, okay.
You got a few minutes to tell us about your date with Brett and maybe why you don't want to call him back?
Oh God, this is weird. Okay, I just didn't like him. I don't know what his deal was. I'm just not interested.
Is there a reason though? Did he do something strange?
I mean, this is strange. I mean, everything about this and the date was a little strange.
Was it awkward right from the beginning, or did he work into awkward for you?
It wasn't awkward at the beginning, but what was weird was that he got up to go to the bathroom, and he was in there for like 10 minutes. So that was a little weird. And I kept looking over at the bathroom to see, when he was going to come back. And when he finally came out of the bathroom, I noticed that he came out of the women's room. Yeah, and so...
Wait, was it like one of those restaurants where they're like trying to be cutesy and they're naming the women's and men's like different things? And
No, it was definitely labeled men and women.
Oh,
definitely.
okay,
Yeah,
straightforward.
no, nothing kitschy, no.
Okay.
Did he address why he was using the ladies' room instead of the men's room?
No, he didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything. I figured probably it was an accident. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But then, like 10 minutes later, he excused himself to go to the bathroom again, and I was like, okay. So I watched him go to see which bathroom he went in, and he looked around all shadily, and then went in the women's room again.
Whoa!
Really?
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
a double women's room visit. So that doesn't mean it was an accident.
Yeah, and the fact that he was kind of sketchily looking around before he went into the women's room made it extra creepy.
But is it creepy? Or, was it a single stall or are we talking a multi-stall bathroom? Because if it's a single stall, I don't know that it's creepy.
Oh, it was a multi-stall bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
That is weird.
I'm shocked that nobody walked in on him and caught him in there. He's either lucky or unfortunate. I don't know, depending on what he was going for.
That's a very good point, Jenica.
We talked to him about your date, and he didn't mention that.
So I was texting my friend about it, being like, oh my God, this guy that I'm on a date with just went in the women's room twice. And while I was mid-texting her, he had come back, and he scared me. He grabbed me and was like, it's me! Surprise!
Oh, my God.
Sounds like a fun date to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I don't know. He was just giving me, serial killer vibes. I don't know.
Okay.
Who goes in the women's room and then comes out and scares her date? That's super weird.
Well,
He did tell us that, you hugged him at the end, though.
Well, he paid for dinner. I felt like it was the least I could do.
yeah, and you just want to get out of there as quickly as possible. So it's like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
I'll hug you real quick, and then I'll never talk to you again.
Yeah, if you guys talk to him, I don't know. I proceed with caution because
Yeah.
he seems like kind of a creep.
Well, we did talk to him, and also he's listening on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Jenica.
Oh, my God.
Jenica, I know it sounds weird, but I can totally explain this.
Okay, really? Tell me.
It's actually not a weird thing. I know, several other people who do this.
See, I don't know anybody who does that, and there are plenty of males in my life. I feel like somebody would have said this along the way. I don't know how you know hordes of people that do this.
Not to mention, Jenica, you're a woman, I'm a woman, and I've never run into men in our restroom.
Right.
Well, let me just be clear. I always make sure to look to make sure that, there's not anyone in the restroom, and that's why I was looking around, because if there was, I would have definitely not used the women's restroom.
Okay.
Yeah, but how do you stop someone from walking in?
Exactly.
Well, if someone would have walked in, I would have left immediately.
Well, that can really ruin things when you're going to the bathroom. Why do you do this, Brett?
Women's restrooms are so much nicer than men's restrooms. They smell better. They are often bigger. Sometimes there's a couch in there.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, but if you're a dude hanging out on the women's bathroom couch, that's not good.
No. I'm not hanging out. I'm just trying to paint you a picture of how nice they are in comparison to the hellhole that is the men's room, where it's cleaned, twice a year, and there's pee everywhere, and they stink.
So shouldn't your mission be
I
to
really recommend. No, but seriously, I really recommend that guys out there try this out. Because
stay away from our bathrooms, Brett. And here's the thing: make your mission banding together with your bros to make your own restroom cleaner.
You know what? I just think he's making this up. I think that I caught him doing something weird, and he's just making up this whole thing to make it seem like it's normal that he uses the women's restroom.
No. I'm not making this up. This is something that I do, and I don't think it's that weird. I bet you know people in your life who do this too, and there's so much shame around it. Clearly,
There's so much shame about using the wrong bathroom.
This is just getting weirder and weirder.
Okay, but Jenica, look, I'm not some creep who just hangs out inside of women's restrooms. I'm a normal guy who uses them on occasion, and that's what I was doing that evening. And I'm sorry you got the wrong impression, but I thought we had a really good time and really good conversation, and I would love to get the chance to see you again.
Maybe I could look past the women's restroom thing, but then you came out and scared me, and I was like, this was just extra super weird.
Okay, I can explain that too.
Oh, a lot of explaining.
Be angry at this blog that I read that told me to do that. Don't be mad at me. Be angry at the internet. Don't be mad at me.
Wait. You read a blog that told you to scare your date?
No. It said that initiating physical contact on the first date is a good step.
Oh my God.
And so
Yeah,
that's
but
why-
you do that naturally, not by scaring someone. Like, we're not 12. This is Halloween.
I know. I know that now, and it's easier said than done. Like to be natural. I mean, I wanted to like maybe touch your hands when they were on the table, or like maybe like just touch feet under the table or something. But like I was worried that those would be too creepy. So like it's not easy to be a guy dating nowadays.
Yeah, it's really difficult, when you're using women's restrooms and trying to touch your date in weird ways.
This is way harder for Jenica. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like date 2, he's going to be like sniffing my hair and collecting it and making a hair doll or something.
Yeah.
No, that is so unfair. I would totally not do that. I mean, unless a blog told me that, and then I would probably try it. But, I mean,
Oh my God.
That was a joke.
Okay, well, I was just trying to joke about the situation,
Bad
Jenica.
timing.
Jenica, would you like to go out with Brett on a second date? We will pay for it.
Listen, I don't want to leave the second date in a body bag. Like, I don't think this is a good idea. My girl Dar is saying no, unsafe situation. I'm all set.
Yeah, good job, Jenica.
Brett, I'm sorry that you didn't get a second date. Did you at least learn anything from this?
Yeah, I did learn something. Next time when I go on a date, I'm going to have to use the women's restroom at the restaurant next door.
No,
Yeah,
stay
you're
out
right.
of our bathroom, Brett.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Ricky, please?
this is Ricky.
Hey, Ricky, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
This is what?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
What is that?
The radio or the radio show? Because the radio is a device that you can listen to a lot of things on. Music programs.
I know what a radio is. Why are you calling me?
Oh, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you. Somebody that you know very well.
Okay.
I mean, you have a puppy with her. You should know who it is.
Why are you asking all these questions?
Well, I'm asking you because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So you recently went out with Becca.
Okay. Yeah, Becca. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that sounds funny to you. I don't know why. And she emailed us because she said she's been trying to get a hold of you since you guys hung out all day. You bought a puppy together. You spent the night together, and then you were gone. And she doesn't know why you're not calling her back.
Okay, and now you just want to talk about this.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what's happening. She thought that I don't know that something maybe bad happened to you.
She wants to know why you're not calling her back.
Well, I mean, does that even matter?
Of course it matters.
To her, it matters for sure. You guys, you bought a puppy together.
All right, I mean, that's my thing. What do you want me to say?
What do you mean it's your thing? You stayed the night and you wrote her a note that said "Love Ricky."
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of guy I am. You know, you might get a puppy. You're probably going to get a puppy.
Huh?
So
Wait a second.
confused. What?
I don't, all right, I mean, if you got to know, I like to buy girls puppies.
Wait a minute, though. That doesn't make any sense. You kept the puppy. Do you have 80 puppies at your house?
I don't know. It's my move. It's it's my thing. You want me to
Yeah,
talk
but-
about it? I mean, what? You never heard of something like this?
No, I've never heard of a dude that just meets women and buys them puppies.
Of course you didn't, because it's what I do.
Okay, well, what do you do with the puppy afterwards, though? That's the question. She told us that you spent the night, and then you were gone, and so was the puppy.
Yeah, I have this arrangement with my friend. He works at a pet store, and if he sees me walk in with a girl at the pet store, he knows that there's a particular puppy, and I give her the puppy. Works every time.
Wait, I don't get it. Works for what?
You want to pick up a girl, you give her a puppy.
It's true, I guess.
But it doesn't make any sense. You were already out to lunch with the girl before you bought the puppy. I mean, you already picked her up.
It's a first date move, though. You're going to seal the deal if you give her a puppy. It works like a charm, honestly, and they love it.
Oh.
So wait, you're trying to get off of puppies?
I'm not trying to. I do.
Yeah, I mean, we only know one person that's come in contact with you, and it worked with them.
It always works.
Oh my
Dude,
Okay.
that is evil. You are using puppies.
What? I mean, dudes walk dogs, and they get to meet girls when they're walking the dog. I mean, I just give them the dog.
Oh.
I'm cutting out the walking part.
What happens to the puppy, though?
In the morning, I bring the dog back. I bring the dog back to the pet store. Yeah, my friend takes it back.
Oh my gosh.
What, am I going to take care of this thing? You're crazy. Bring it back.
But Ricky, do you understand what you're doing? You're doing more than just getting laid. You are roping these women into believing that you want to have a future with them.
Whatever. If we went out to dinner, am I making a commitment to eat dinner with you for the rest of my life?
No, but you're not taking care of dinner for the rest of your life together as it's joint custody of a puppy.
Come on, if you believe that we're going to have a whole life together just because I gave you a puppy, I mean, honestly, that's really stupid.
Oh my God, now you're calling her dumb?
I mean, come on. You just meet this guy and the first day you're like making plans for the rest of your life based on a puppy. I mean, you have to be a moron.
Dude, she got you. Oh my
Ricky,
God.
after that, I would like to tell you that somebody wants to talk to you because Becca is on the other line and she just heard everything you said.
Ricky, are you kidding me? Is that true, everything you just said right now?
Wait, what? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, stop playing stupid. I just heard everything you said to these guys.
Wait, what exactly did you hear?
I heard that you buy puppies to get girls into bed with you.
No, that's not exactly what I said. So
What's
That sounds like it was exactly what you said, Ricky.
Ricky, you cannot backpedal on this, man.
No, I think you just like missed something or whatever. I mean, yeah, I buy girls puppies, but like those just stuffed animals. Like I bought you a real puppy, you know? You're the only one, honestly, you're the only one I've met that's special enough that I wanted to get a real puppy for, you know?
Freaking liar.
Ricky,
No, I'm
Ricky,
serious.
I don't think
those other
so.
girls, like, they just get, you know, a little teeny stuffed dog or whatever. It's nothing. They meant nothing to me.
That's bull. I just heard you say that you have a friend at a pet store and he gives you a puppy to give to girls.
No, I said that my friend's at the pet store, but I had to get the dog, it's shots. That's
Oh,
why I
really,
took the
Ricky?
dog back to him.
So if she went back to that same pet store where you got the puppy to begin with, that same puppy wouldn't be at the pet store right now?
Yeah, no, it's getting its shots. Yeah, and she's, I can have. Why don't we go out? Let's go out Friday, and I'll bring the puppy.
Ricky,
it should have all the shots by then.
Come on, man. Be honest.
I'm being honest.
No, you're not, Ricky. I literally just heard you say that anybody who believes you is a total moron.
No. I mean, that was the other girls. Like, you're not that. You're special. That's why I got you a real dog. I'm not lying. You're just, like, misunderstanding what's
Oh, my
happening.
gosh, Ricky.
When we were having lunch, and I don't know, do you remember the conversation we were having, the way we were vibing, the way we were talking about, like, I don't know, like, we have this chemistry, you have to admit. There's just something between us.
Mm-mm.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, and that's why I bought you the dog. Like, it's an instant connection, and I just wanted to give you a dog. So,
Look, I don't know if I believe you.
What do you mean you don't
You don't know.
him?
Did you hear everything Ricky said, Becca?
I don't know. I mean,
Becca, just listen to me. Like, I don't know exactly what I said before. Like, I was getting a little flustered, like, maybe on the radio, and things are getting confused. Like, if anything came off, like, the wrong way, like, I'm sorry. I know things can get misconstrued. Like, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you how much I care about you, so.
Shut up.
He's good.
Dude.
Let's just try to, like, move past this, and, like I said, let's get together Friday, and I'll take you out to dinner.
Gross.
I just want to make sure that you're not lying to me.
No, Becca, he is lying to you. He's a con artist. Do not listen to him right now. I know you want to be in love, girl. I know you want that whole day to be true and the puppy love and all
Becca,
that stuff. It's
don't
not.
listen to them. Becca, don't listen to them. I'll see you Friday. I'll pick you up, and then we can go get Sprinkles. And, like, you know Sprinkles' face when, like, she sees you, like she's going to freak out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound kind of nice.
Oh, my God, my head is going to explode.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Like I said, she's getting her shots, and, she's going to be so excited to see her mommy. So it'll be fun.
Gross, dude.
Oh, my God. All
You
right,
are
well.
so gross, Ricky.
Let me officially ask, Ricky, would you like to go out on a second date with Becca? We will pay for
We're
it.
going to pay. No way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, let's just go one more time, and I can prove to you that I'm a good guy and that I really care about you.
Gross.
We did have an amazing time on that date.
Oh,
I know, we did.
Oh, God.
All right.
You were the most
Well-
gullible woman on the planet.
wow.
I guess it's a successful second date update. Congratulations, Becca. You got a second date with Ricky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
Becca-
actually I think is a pretty impressive feat. It doesn't sound like a lot of girls get another shot with Ricky.
Oh my God, I'm so excited, guys. I really am.
All right. Well,
Yes, is-
you guys have fun. And I guess, Ricky, the next thing for you to do is get on the phone with your friend and make sure that Sprinkles is still there.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Denise.
This is she.
Hey, Denise, how are you?
Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. I've heard of it.
Sweet.
Awesome. We're taking a survey today.
Cool. We'll check that down. Any idea why I'm calling you?
No.
You recently went out with a guy named Kevin.
How would you know that?
I know that because Kevin actually emailed us and told us a little bit about your date.
What?
And then asked if we could call you to find out why you don't want to go out with him again.
Really? He wrote into you guys.
Yeah, he emailed us. It's a segment we do on our show. We do it all the time. It's called a second date update.
There are a lot of reasons why I don't want to go out with him again.
Really? A lot of reasons?
I want to hear at least a couple.
Let's start with the beginning. He said that he thought you might not be calling him back because his car was like in the shop and you had to come pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. Like, I have a car. It was fine. I understand when people get in, like, accidents. Like, obviously, he didn't plan for that. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not, like, a thing that happens all the time, because then that's, like, a whole nother issue.
Right.
But what else did he tell you about the date?
He said that you guys had dinner, shared dessert, and then you drove him back to his place.
Yeah.
And he tried to get a kiss, and you were just like, nope.
No way.
No way.
See, and I thought that was mixed signals because you ordered dessert, which usually indicates you're having a good time and you want it to last longer.
No, I just like dessert.
Oh, okay. So you can sacrifice hanging out with a dude you're not that into for some chocolate. I get that.
All right, so he wasn't so terrible that you couldn't eat dessert with him, is what you're saying.
I could handle a couple more minutes.
Okay. So what didn't you like about him then?
It all sort of started when I picked him up. I was okay with picking him up, but when he got in the car, you know, I could just tell that he was really frazzled. And I get it. He was just in a car accident, calling his insurance. Like, I totally am a human, and I understand that, like, that's really stressful. But when he got in the car, he said he was tired, and I was like, do you want me to take you home? But he just said no, and he just asked if we drove to the restaurant in silence because he was just going to take a little micro nap.
Are you serious? He slept in the car while you drove to the restaurant?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's when, like, fine, turn on the radio, like, let him zone out.
Oh, my God.
Totally get that. Then he actually closed his eyes, said, like, thanks, like, we'll catch up when we get to the restaurant.
Shut up. I did not. What was going through your head when you're driving in the car with this sleeping stranger sitting next to you?
It was, like, just really bizarre.
Did he ever address it? Like apologize? Like, hey, I'm sorry that I took a nap.
No. In fact, when we got to the restaurant, I put the car in park and he just snapped right awake. And it was like, oh, here we are. And I mean, it was so weird. Like, he just was like this brand new, refreshed person after this 10-minute car ride and this little nap that he took.
That's all the guy needed was a nap.
Yeah,
See?
it's back to
A little power nap, and then you're good.
Yeah, I mean, we were having such a good time. Like, really nice, easy conversation.
Good.
And then we ordered dessert. And right after we ordered, he said, I'm going to take a little nap again.
What?
At the table?
What?
At the table.
Is he? Was he joking with you at that point?
No, so I asked him if he was joking, and he said he wasn't. And before he even finished that sentence, he was curled up in a little ball in the booth in the back of the restaurant.
Oh, my God.
Like he actually curled up in a ball in the booth?
He laid down.
Pretty much. I mean, he wasn't sucking his thumb, but he was getting very comfortable.
And he wasn't kicked out of the restaurant? I've done that a lot drunk, and they kick you out.
Yeah, that's
Probably because of the drunk part, Jubal.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, not the sleeping part.
How long was he asleep for?
Like 15 minutes.
Wait,
But
so
again, it was like they put the plate on the table and he just snapped awake and was like ready to have more conversation, and I was just very confused.
So you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he just goes back into talking about whatever you guys left off on?
It was incredible. I have never heard or seen of, you know, this ability to nap anywhere, but it happened on my date, and I don't know.
I know the perfect way to figure it out, Denise.
What's that?
Why don't we just ask him? Because Kevin's actually on the other line listening to this conversation, and he wants to talk to you.
Or sleeping through the conversation. Yeah. I don't...
What?
Kevin, are you there?
Hi, Denise. Yeah, I'm here.
Wake up, Kevin.
This is not happening.
No, it actually is.
Denise, I didn't think you'd have such a big problem with napping.
You can nap all you want in your room, on a couch, in front of the TV, but, like, on a first date, in a restaurant, in my car.
But they're just micro naps. Like, the date wouldn't have gone so well if I was tired.
What?
Right.
But I asked in the beginning I said we don't have to do this. Like I totally like I knew you were stressed out. I could see it.
But we did go on a date. We had a great time on the date. We even had dessert, and I only had 2 naps. So
So this is all the time. You take naps like that all the time. Not when you're just stressed out about a car accident.
they work really well. I'm actually surprised more people don't do it. I don't know why everybody finds it so funny.
Kevin, are you saying that you don't find it strange that you took 2 naps on a first date?
No, it's not strange at all. You're making this out to be a bigger issue than it really is. Look, a lot of people take micro naps throughout the day. A lot of Japanese people take naps throughout the day.
I take naps. Yeah, I get that, but I don't curl up in a restaurant booth with a girl I'm trying to impress while I'm eating dinner with her.
Well, see, okay, that's what you're not getting. I couldn't impress her with such a great date without taking that nap.
You didn't impress me by taking those naps either.
Okay, look, I feel like I'm on trial here for taking a nap, okay?
Kevin, you're not on trial for taking a nap. You're not. You're on trial for taking 2 naps.
Yeah.
On your first date. It is kind of strange.
Look, I've listened to you on the radio, and you are kind of strange, so why is this my problem?
That is very true. Very true.
I'm still confused. Do you have like a sleeping disorder or something, Kevin?
Yeah.
It's not a sleeping disorder. You take naps throughout the day. It makes you more productive. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel by taking naps, okay?
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, but I doubt that he took naps while he was on a first date with a girl.
That's true. We don't know much about Michelangelo's dating experience.
You know, I'm sure if he did have a girl that he was dating, that he would have taken micro naps, and they would have had a great date.
I will say, Denise, I mean, despite this odd behavior, which isn't really necessarily bad towards you at all, you had a great time.
When he was awake, yes.
Okay, Denise, what about this? What if I can promise you that Kevin stays awake and you guys go out on a second date? We will pay for it.
Are you going to come with us?
No, I don't want to be around Kevin.
Okay.
But we will pay for a second date if you'll go out with him again. Kevin, can you stay awake?
Yes, or we could take a napping date together.
Oh, there you go.
A little cuddle time.
That's an attractive offer, but I think I like to go on dates where people stay awake the whole time and we don't have to worry about someone falling asleep. So
Wait,
I'm okay.
I think you should take a micro nap and make that decision again.
I'm okay. I'm okay with my sleep schedule. I'm like a grown woman who stays awake. When
Are you
the
sure,
sun's
Denise?
out.
Denise, we could wait for like 10 minutes while you take a nap and sleep on it.
Please, would you mind? Would you mind? Just so everyone knows what that feels like. I'm good.
All right. Well, Denise, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Kevin, I'm sorry we couldn't get you a second date.
It was worth a try.
Maybe warn people about your micronaps. Let them know what you're doing first.
Yes.
Or just learn how to stay awake for a 4-hour span. I don't know.
You know, you guys are really missing out here. These micro naps are the way of the future. If you want to be productive, if you want to, bring your ratings up, you should probably try some micro naps.
Hey, we'll try anything at this point. So,
Hello?
hi, is this Kristen?
Yes.
Thank God you're okay. How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What? Who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Yeah. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because we got an email from a friend of yours who is very concerned. Well, I don't know how much of a friend he is, actually.
Yeah.
His name is Adam, and you apparently went out with him last night.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why. Normally, people wait like a couple weeks or a month to email us, but he emailed us and wanted us to get a hold of you because apparently you walked out of your date crying last night, and he has no idea why.
I told him that he should wait a little bit longer because you're probably embarrassed.
No, I'm not really embarrassed. I mean, do you really want to get into it?
You're not embarrassed to break down in tears when talking about Greek yogurt? And then,
Oh, he told you what we were talking about?
yeah, he said that he thought everything was going well until the topic of yogurt came along. And he brought up the fact that he enjoys playing Greek yogurt. And that's when you started to cry and then left.
I mean, it's just something I do.
Wait, what do you mean?
Something
It's
you
like
do.
every time you go to the grocery store and you walk by the aisle, you're just in tears?
No, it has really nothing to do with Greek yogurt. It's just this thing I do, like, if I'm just not feeling it. I mean, I wasn't really feeling the date. I was kind of over it. And I just decided, like, I'm just going to start crying, and he'll freak out, and he won't want to touch it after that. And so I just left.
What? You're using crying as an out on a date?
You can just do that?
It works because so many guys just don't know what to do, and they don't want to deal with it. They think I'm crazy.
No, that's actually a really good idea. If you were to just start crying on a date and be like, I have to go, I'd be like, I'm not going to argue with that. Get out of here. Go do whatever it is that you have to do.
Yeah, guys don't want to deal with it. They think that there's something wrong with you. You're fragile. You're crazy, and they just don't want to deal with it.
Oh my
You're
God,
you're like an evil genius.
It works.
But why didn't you like your date so much? I mean, he sounded like a really nice guy.
Nice? I mean, not really. He wasn't really that nice. I actually thought he was kind of a pig.
Whoa, really?
Like, what kind of a pig? Well, there's different levels of pig. I mean,
What are you saying? Like potbelly? Is that what you want to
well,
know?
I mean, did you feel like he was just disheveled and dirty? Did you feel like he
Oh, I
was
see.
like, unkempt? Did you feel like there was another part of him that was like a male chauvinist pig? There's all kinds of pigs.
You do bring up.
Yeah.
No, he brings up a good point.
Definitely chauvinist.
Chauvinist. Okay.
Sexist.
He's What did he do that was sexist?
We were talking about things in school, and I was talking about how, like, I went to school for like math, and he said, "Oh wow, most girls aren't good at math. That's really cool."
Oh yeah.
Like, stupid.
Yeah, that is
Most
dumb.
girls aren't good at math. That is pretty stupid because every girl that I cheated off of in high school to get to pre-algebra was really good at
to
math.
get to pre-algebra.
Yeah.
Those
And
sixth
and
graders
as a-
I was cheating off of
they
when
were-
I was a junior.
They were 8th graders and I was a senior.
Okay,
And most
sorry.
of them were female and they were really good at math. And me being a man, I was terrible at it. So I would never say that.
Did you tell him that you were offended by him saying that?
I let that one go for a second. I was like, okay, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we started talking about cars, and like I was saying how I had to get a repair on my car, and I was talking to the mechanic, and he was like thinking that I couldn't handle myself at a mechanic shop, and why didn't you do it? And you want me to help you? Girls are always victims at these things, and I'm like, cool, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I don't blame you for pulling the crying card at this point.
Yes, like after all that, then we were talking about careers and work, and then he said, you're so pretty, you don't need to work.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at that point I was like, he already thinks I'm some fragile little girl, so let me just let the tears flow.
Yeah. I know. In his mind, he's like, there it is. I knew she was a woman deep down. Good at math, good at cars, whatever. I knew the tears were going to come. That's all right, sweetheart. Kristen, thank you for telling us a little bit about why you weren't calling Adam back and why you fake cried in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you, though, that Adam is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, how can you fake crying to get out of something you don't want to deal with?
I mean, if you're going to be clueless about the things that you say, like, it's just going to get all ugly and awkward. Because I was getting irritated, and I don't want to let my bad side come out and start putting you in your place.
Listen, I mean, I'm just trying to give you compliments, and the response is to, like, lie about it and make me worried about you?
Compliments? You think that's a compliment? You were saying that I'm smart for a girl. Like,
oh my God.
That is not cool. What am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I was telling you how smart you were.
For a girl, like, do you not see how you're coming across? That's so chauvinist and sexist. No girls like that.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, I really do think you're smart for a girl.
Oh my God, Adam!
The point
Do you not
is-
realize in saying that you're
Yeah.
saying that all men are smarter than women?
What? No, there's guy smart and girl smart. There's two different kinds of people.
Oh my! Are you like you're ignorant?
So wait, I'm confused. Like, you're gonna say that guys and girls just aren't like naturally wired differently? Guys kind of have, they're predisposed to math, and if a girl's smart at it, then great. I mean, I don't know how that's a bad thing.
No. The only reason men excel at math and science is because they're actually pushed into those fields and encouraged to do those things. Where we live in an antiquated society where for years females have been told that they can't do that stuff.
I guess that's kind of my point. So that's exactly right. Like, I'm a guy, so I have to be good at math and science. But if I'm as pretty as Kristen, I can be a pretty girl, and things can come to you. It's just kind of it's like lucky that she's that way. I wish I didn't have to do the things I have to do.
Adam, do you even hear the nonsense coming out of your mouth? You sound like a total moron.
You sound more than a moron. You sound someone who is legitimately living back in 1950.
Dude, I feel like I need help. I have two women attacking me and all these guys just listening. Like, guys, I thought you'd be there to help. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, you're on your own on this one. Yeah. You hung yourself out to dry a long time ago. You can deal with that. I'm good. I can watch.
The other guys in the room actually believe in, I don't know, equality. It's a weird concept that some people buy into.
Listen, I believe in equality too, but between men and women, things are just different. Some things girls just have easier because they're pretty.
But not all pretty women just get money thrown at them. It doesn't work that way.
Well, some do. I mean, let's be honest. There are some that do. There are some pretty dudes that get money thrown at them, too. I don't know how they do it. I am jealous of all of pretty people for getting money thrown at them.
That's rare.
But Adam,
Adam.
you can see why she didn't really like your date, can't you?
I don't know. I guess we're just not a good match because I don't think I did anything wrong.
And that's a problem. That right there is exactly the problem.
Oh my God, Adam, I feel so sorry for you.
Well, that sounds like you might be interested in going out with him again, Kristen. I'm not as smart as a girl,
No, you're
but
not.
I am picking up on a vibe. Would you like to go out with Adam one more time on a second date? We will pay for it,
Definitely not.
but we'll pay for it. I have the money
Thank
that you
God.
might not have,
Yeah,
Kristen.
because us little women, how could we ever make ends meet?
Can't say no to
Oh
that.
no, I don't want to get money thrown at me because I'm pretty.
Well, I'll throw it your way if you want to go out with Adam again.
No, thank you.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Adam. I tried to get you a second date there.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it.
What are you talking about? I tried to appeal to her womanly sensibilities of wanting to get money for free, and it didn't work.
Whatever. I'm done with this.
All right. Well,
Too bad.
regardless, thank you for emailing us to do a second date update, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to turn to you guys for help again.
He's stubborn like a typical man.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Kelly.
Yeah, hi. This is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
You familiar with the show?
The show?
Oh,
No, she just
Damn.
apparently knows another Jubal
All right,
from Brooke
yeah.
and Jubal in the morning.
you sounded
There's
like
more
you
of
knew who it was. Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show?
This is the radio show?
Yeah. I don't think it's who you thought was calling.
Yeah. Wrong number.
No.
The reason that I'm calling you is because one of our listeners actually emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone.
Okay.
His name is Rick.
Rick?
Yeah, and Rick's kind of a friend of yours, like a new friend. You guys went out on a date together.
Oh my God. Rick?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is that a
We
good?
do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if somebody goes out on a date with somebody and then gets blown off, they email us to see if we can get that person on the phone and ask what went wrong. So Rick,
He emailed you guys?
yeah, and he's curious why you don't want to go out with him again.
I already told him we could be friends. I don't.
Yeah, he did tell us that, but he's curious why he's being put in the friend zone right away because he would love to like go out on an actual date with you again.
Oh my God.
And you know that friend thing was a lie because according to him, you haven't texted him again after wanting to be friends.
Well, yeah.
So can you tell us why you don't want to go out with him again?
You know, I was so hesitant to do online dating because, one, I liked meeting people the old-fashioned way, but my friends were like, no, it's so much fun, you have to do it. But they all had horror stories of how everybody lied on their profile.
Yeah.
It happens.
I've never heard anyone say it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So you gave in and did it, and you met Rick.
Did he lie about his profile? Is that what you're getting to?
Yeah, he is a liar.
Whoa.
What did he lie about? Did he look different?
No, he looked exactly like his photos.
Okay.
So that was
Good.
nice.
That's
he
good, at
looked,
least.
he represented himself the same in the photos.
Okay.
Okay.
It was like everything else in the profile kind of seems like a lie.
So was he like an entrepreneur, but it turns out he lives in his mom's basement or something?
Kind of similar. I'm a very active person, and what really drew me to his profile was his interests. He said he loved hiking, he loves rock climbing, snowboarding, and photography.
Yeah.
And these are all things I am very passionate about. So
Okay.
I was hoping to meet somebody where we had similar interests that we could do these things together.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a pretty sexy profile, I'm not going to lie. I would be turned on by those things too.
Yeah, and when the conversation happened and I would bring up, like I talked about going snowboarding once a year with my family, and something I look forward to every year, and I take my snowboarding very seriously, and he had nothing to say about snowboarding.
What?
Well, maybe he just didn't have anything to add into the conversation. That doesn't mean he doesn't bored.
Yeah.
But then I brought up hiking because his profile says, I love hiking. All caps. I love hiking.
All right.
And I said, hey, when's the last time you went hiking? And he just threw up his hands in the air and shrugged his shoulders and said, I don't know.
And you said it was in all caps on his profile that he loves hiking?
All caps.
Whoa.
Exclamation point.
All right.
Isn't It's such a weird thing to lie about.
Well, that's like the basic thing to say, right? I love hiking. I love outdoors.
Yeah, if you want to seem like an outdoorsy type of person, you just say you like to hike.
Yes, it was just so strange that he had nothing to add about this. So I kept asking more questions about the rock climbing and mountains he liked, and he would just stare at me with like a blank stare.
So,
Then I talked about photography
Yeah.
and asked him what's his favorite camera, and he said, I don't know, I just use my phone.
super passionate, obviously.
iPhone.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what's going on with his profile, if he just copied somebody else's or if he thought it was good bait to get women to respond to his profile.
Yeah, to seem like adventure dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just so bizarre, like such a weird thing to lie about.
Well, this is going to be a good experience for you, too, because he's actually on the other line listening and would like to
What?
talk to you about his interests. Yeah. He's actually on the other line.
He's on the other line?
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. Big misunderstanding here.
Yeah, sounds like it, Rick. It's one way to word it.
So, you heard everything. Everything I said was true, right? Can you explain why you put all those things on your profile?
Well, I put them on my profile because I'm interested in them.
But it doesn't sound like you do any of them.
Well, no, I mean, not as much as I would like to, but I mean, I work 60 hours a week. I work really hard, and yeah, the last time I went hiking was well over a year ago with some friends, and I had a great time. But I don't have the opportunity to go with them every time that they go.
Rick, you said you never went snowboarding. And then your profile says it's a passion of yours.
I mean, I guess passion is a little strongly worded, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. Like, I watch YouTube videos and.
So there you go, Kelly. He is passionate about it. He's watching YouTube videos of snowboarding.
See what I mean? He's a liar.
Rick, I can't believe that this is the first time this has been an issue for you in all of your online dating experience. Like, no one else has brought up the fact that you say you love snowboarding and have never actually gone?
Well, no, because most girls are just interested in talking about themselves.
You know, Rick, I'm not like that. I enjoy talking to the other person. I enjoy getting to know somebody else. So I think you owe it to other women you're going to be dating to represent yourself accurately. I think you should change your profile.
Whoa.
That you like Netflix.
Yeah, there you go, Rick. I'm passionate about watching snowboarding on YouTube. That would be a better way to put it.
But I'm not going to change my profile. I said that I love snowboarding because I love snowboarding and I love hiking. Yeah, I don't go every day or every week, but every time I've done it, I really enjoy it. So yeah, it's an interest. I'm not gonna say on my profile that I'm interested in algebra, which is what I do every day. I mean, like, come on.
See? But I think you're not giving people a chance to get to know the real Rick. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of pressure when you fill out those dating profiles to sound like a really cool person, and sometimes when you put yourself on paper, you realize how boring you are. But there's got to be something that you're passionate about that other people are passionate about too.
Does being passionate about something mean that you have to do it? Like,
well, generally,
not
yes.
I think so.
Yeah, not really at all. Like,
Rick, at least you should try it once if you're passionate about it. You can't say you're passionate about it and have never done it.
Okay.
You come off a liar.
Okay, Kelly, I think, I get what you're saying, but I think that calling me a liar is a little harsh, don't you think? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I do need to try something before I say that I'm passionate about it. I mean, maybe you could take me snowboarding. I would love that.
Hey, there you go. Kelly, would you like to go out on a second date with Rick? We will pay for it. Not the snowboarding, that's expensive, but we'll pay for you guys to go out and maybe set up a snowboarding date.
You know, I'm a little hesitant because he lied, but I'm also very interested to see him on a snowboard.
Oh my God.
All right. So is that a yes? You will take Rick to experience his passion for the first time ever.
And you guys are paying for this.
We'll talk about the snowboarding thing, but we'll get you out there.
In that case, I would be honored.
Oh my God. Rick is going to hate it. The first day of snowboarding is like
Yeah.
the worst day of your life. You
Well-
will never have a more hurt butt ever.
No, this is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting out there and discovering more about my passion.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Brad, please?
Yeah, this is Brad.
Hey, Brad, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
Okay.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah, you can actually. We recently got an email about you from one of our listeners. It's an old friend of yours, and you guys recently went out to dinner.
All right. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's pretty okay. The reason I'm calling you, though, is because I want to help clear the air about something.
I'm sorry. I'm not really clear on what's going on here.
Well, it's about your ex-girlfriend, Alicia.
What does she want?
Well, we recently had her on the show, and she talked about how you guys went out to dinner.
She did?
Yeah. She was having kind of an issue because, she's married and stuff.
Well, yeah, I know she's married. Look, there's nothing. Don't worry about that, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
We're just, we're just friends.
But the reason I'm calling you is because we were telling her it sounded like a date, and it kind of caused a little bit of drama with her. So I told her that I'd get you on the phone and just sort of find out if everything was kosher when you guys went out.
I don't know what to say. We just met up. It wasn't like a big thing. It was just like old friends. Yeah, we dated a long time ago, but it was just good to see her again. It wasn't anything more than that.
So everything was cool? Nothing weird? Yeah. Nothing at all? Because I'll tell you this, she said that you hit on her.
She said that I hit on her?
Yeah, she said that she showed up to dinner and you guys were having dinner and then you started making inappropriate comments.
Okay.
And then she said she left after that.
That didn't happen. I didn't make any inappropriate comments. I mean, we were talking back and forth, but we ended dinner just as any, normal people would end dinner, and we both went our separate ways.
And you guys didn't hit on her at all?
No, look, I didn't hit on her. I might have flirted a little bit, but I mean, we were both kind of flirting with each other. I mean, we're exes. It was just kind of a casual thing, but, if anything, she was flirting way more than I was.
Are
Really?
you f***ing kidding me? That is such bad crap.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, that's Alicia. She's actually on the other line listening.
It's hard to miss her.
Tell them how you said you wanted to take that stupid dress off.
Is this some kind of setup or something?
No, this is real life. My freaking family thinks I slept with you or something, and I need to prove to them that you're just an idiot, and I made a huge mistake by going out with you.
Okay, wait a second. You're the one that agreed to go on a date with me.
I didn't agree to go on a date with you. I agreed to go to dinner and catch up as old friends. I thought it was going to be completely innocent. I didn't know you were going to be a big pervert.
Well, pervert, I don't think that innocent is wearing that little dress that you wore to dinner.
The dress that you asked me to wear. The dress that you said, I love that dress. You should totally wear it again.
Well, of course I love that dress. Your boobs were hanging out of it.
Oh, my gosh.
Why do you think I asked you to wear it?
You're so gross. You know that I had no intention.
I'm gross. You didn't have to come out with me, Alicia. You're married. It was your choice to come out after we talked about it. I asked you to go to our first date spot together. I think it was pretty obvious what we were doing.
Can you just hang up on him? He is obviously just talking in circles.
No, I don't think we should hang.
Anybody to hang up on me, Alicia.
I don't think we should hang up on him, Alicia. I think this is a very interesting conversation.
This is bullshit. You guys can't do this to me again.
Do what? We're not doing anything. He's the.
You're painting me in a bad light again.
How are we putting you in a bad light? He's just saying that what he was asking you on was a date.
Did you call him before you got me on the phone and coach him to say?
No. Alicia, why would we coach him to say that?
Because that's how this crap works.
Alicia, honestly, listening to your guys' conversation has actually gotten me on your side. It sounds like you were literally just that stupid and naive and had no idea.
Okay, I'm stupid, please. Okay? You're looking in the mirror, honey.
I mean, I'm trying to side with you here. I don't get why Brad would ask you.
I don't need your sympathy.
Alicia, don't come off like you're naive. We knew what we were getting into. I mean, that entire dinner, you were giving off the vibe that you wanted to hook up.
Oh, what?
Not with you, I wasn't.
Brad, what did she say to give you the vibe that she wanted to hook up?
She told me that, I looked great, that she was, super excited to see me. She,
Brad, that all sounds pretty normal.
Yeah.
It does, actually.
Yeah, I would say that stuff to my grandmother. Oh, my God, you look great. How are you?
No, that's not how it was at all. You grabbed my arm, and you were basically stroking my arm, telling me how great I looked and how much I've been working out.
We haven't even seen each other in over 2 years. Yeah, it was nice to see you. I gave you a hug, and I put my hand on your arm. Really? Did that mean I was taking off my panties? I don't think so.
No, I'm not saying you were throwing yourself at me, but I'm just saying, we were talking.
But that's what you're insinuating. That's what you were insinuating. That I was ready to jump in the sack with you.
You were. You were.
No.
Oh my God.
Here, all right, Alicia, here. Brad clearly thought you were hitting on him, but Brad, bottom line, nothing happened when you guys went out.
Nothing happened, but she wanted to hook up.
There's no way in hell I would have ever hooked up with her.
All right.
I think she's
Well-
pretty clear.
This is pretty classic, Alicia. Just to freak the out.
Really?
Oh, this is like a pattern here.
Oh, yeah. This is why we broke up
Don't
2
act
years
like
ago.
you know me inside and out, okay? We barely have spoken in years.
Well, first of all, I do know you inside and out, if that's where you want to go. Second of all,
Whoa.
you're the one that's freaking out. It was just a dinner, and now you're on the radio talking about
Exactly. It was
like
just
a small
dinner,
thing.
but now you're insinuating that it was something more.
Yeah, but Alicia, we learned that nothing happened between you guys. So you got your mission accomplished.
It doesn't matter what the you think. I did this so my friends and family would think I wasn't lying, and now he's making it seem like I'm a hussy.
I'm pretty sure your friends and family already had a pretty strong opinion before we went out on another dinner.
Hey, at this
too
point,
much, Brad.
I would
That's
love
too
to ask you guys if you'll go on a second date. Brad, would you like to?
You, Gilbo.
Brad, would you like to go out with?
Absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely
no,
not.
no's everywhere. Thank you, Brad. Thank you for being honest with us, Brad. I appreciate it.
Yeah, whatever.
Alicia, are you still there? No.
No.
All right. Gone again. Well, hey, I look forward to, I don't know, she's going to show up in another segment, you know,
She's your new best
trying to
friend.
clear the air somewhere else. Hey, you know what? Maybe she'd be a good phone tap.
No.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be pissed right away. I know that.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I think you may have the wrong number.
No, Keith. Hey, is this Keith?
What? Yes?
Keith, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What?
Yeah, he's
This
so.
is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
A radio show?
Yeah, that wasn't a goat who called you. That was me making a goat sound.
I bet he was confused.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a few questions about a mutual friend that we have.
A mutual friend?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any friends in radio.
No, she's not in radio. Her name is Marissa, and you sort of went on a date with her.
You want to... What now?
I wanted to see if you could tell us a little bit about your date with Marissa, because she emailed us and says that since you guys spent an afternoon hanging out at her farm, she hasn't heard from you, and she really thought you guys had a good connection and wanted to go out again.
She said all that, did she?
Yeah, she did.
It's a lot of groaning.
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If you go out on a date with somebody and they don't call you back, they email us so that we can call you and find out why. So
A second date? There has not been a second date.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. That's what the segment is called. She's basically asking why there won't be a second date.
Oh.
Did she do something wrong?
I don't know. It was okay for a while. It was okay at first as far as dates go. But let's just say it got weird at a certain point. And
Was it after you were humped by a goat?
she told you about that part too, huh?
Yeah, she told us all about it.
That was one of the highlights, really.
I loved it.
No, honestly, that wasn't it. That was actually that was a surprise. But it ended up being like a funny moment.
When she described the date, it sounded so fun. There was a bonfire at the end. You guys made out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
You
on
don't
paper,
agree, do you?
Yeah.
on paper, it sounds great, and honestly, a lot of it was really cool. I was really interested in her whole farm deal, and getting to swing a hammer and stuff. Do that kind of old school stuff was super fun.
Old school
It
stuff.
was great. There was a certain point it got weird. And, just all in all, she's real cool. It's just I don't think I'm ready for everything about what she's got going on out there. So
You don't think you're ready for farm life? Like, when did it get weird?
there was a moment that happened that has been really impossible to get out of my mind.
You have to share. It's killing me.
Well, it's not killing you.
What does that mean?
Killing you.
Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you, but I'm not crazy about telling the story. Basically, it came out there. We started pretty quick building this goat pen, which honestly was really fun. It was very Little House on the Prairie kind of deal. We're picking up fence rails and super fun.
Okay.
After a while, Marissa asked me, "Are you getting hungry?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really working up an appetite. This is great." She's like, "Cool, I'll go get some food." And she walks straight over to the chicken coop, and I hear a little commotion in the chicken coop. She comes walking out. She's got a chicken, and she's sort of walking towards the house, and I'm just watching her go, as you do when there's a girl. She's walking away.
Yeah, you always watch, for sure.
And as she's walking away, casual as anything, she just crack snaps the neck of the chicken.
Oh, Oh my God!
Wait, why?
So
is
you
that?
watched her murder a chicken.
Yeah.
She just snapped its
Well, you
neck.
guys, come. It's farm life, man.
Yeah, but you don't just kill an innocent chicken.
Yeah,
Hey,
you do if you want
an
to eat
innocent
chicken
chicken.
for lunch. Absolutely, you do. You pluck it, you cut the head off, and you go to town.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's how it's done, but I never wanted to see it happen, and I never had seen it happen, and I never want to see it again.
I'm like you. I just like to pretend that somehow the chicken shows up cooked on my plate. That's how it's born.
I don't ever. Yeah.
So,
like, I know intellectually it was once alive, and now it's a sandwich, but, like, you know, I mean, I see the head of the chicken is pointing the wrong way now. And she didn't even break stride. She was just crack, la, 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 walking down the way with this, you know, dead feather thing in her hand.
Wow, that's it?
Wait, who's that?
It's Marissa.
yeah, Keith. I should have told you Marissa is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Well, you did not say she was on the phone right now, dude.
I know. Slipped my mind. I'm sorry about that. I completely forgot. But now maybe you guys can talk it out a little bit. I don't know.
Listen,
Hello?
Keith, I knew this was your first time at a farm, but, like, I didn't think that you were naive enough to not know where a chicken comes from. You know, like, the stuff on your plate, it gets there. It's not like I sing a little song to it and it goes to sleep and then we have a chicken and we can roast. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it happens.
I mean, yeah, listen, hey, I know that happens, okay, but I was not ready to see that, and you gave me no warning. If you'd said anything, if you'd said, hey, I'm going to go over here and rip the head off a chicken right now, you know, I would have been at least able to brace myself or maybe look away. I probably would have looked away.
Oh, come on. You're so dramatic. It wasn't that bad at all. First of all, I was walking away from you. You saw I had a chicken in my hand, and I said, are you hungry for dinner? Like, you can't connect the dots on that one.
Honestly, I thought you were going to get some eggs.
I wanted an omelet.
He's like, makes sense. He's like, she's got a chicken. Clearly, she's planning on making an omelet. Keith,
Yeah, it's not like I massage its butt and it gives me eggs. Like, that's not how it works.
Dude, am I the only one here that's actually really impressed by Marissa? If anything, Keith, I think you should be turned on. I mean, a woman who can take a chicken from life to death, pluck it, and serve it to you for dinner is impressive.
Thank you.
I mean, if we were like, you know, caveman times, I got a debit card. That's how I go and like hunt things, you know. I don't have to put on like rubber overalls before I do it.
rubber overalls sound amazing. I need to know where to pick those up.
It's just crazy. Like, you go and you eat chicken all the time, right? Like, why is this an issue?
I used to.
Oh, right. So now you're a vegetarian because of this whole thing?
No, but
Then you're just a hypocrite.
Marissa, this is not like something, you know, in my head or I'm thinking about it and like, oh, my principles. It's like it freaks me out. It freaks me out. I don't know if you noticed. But I did not eat any chicken that night. I could barely look at it because I saw what happened to it. And, you know, that night I was sleeping on the couch and I'd start to drift off and then I would just see you just snapping that thing's neck.
Oh my God!
You hear
like
that,
it was a
Marissa?
horror film.
Keith didn't call you back because he thinks you're a monster.
Oh my God!
Honestly, I thought it was going to take. It has taken me longer than I thought to like start to get over it, and I have not touched chicken since. I can't. I don't even like to smell it. It freaks me out.
Well, I can tell you it looks a lot worse if you're eating a pig or a cow.
And here's the thing. I mean, the way Marissa did it, she probably had a name for the chicken. It lived a good life. You should be grateful for
Well, that makes it way worse. Come on. It's terrible. It makes it like it's a pet, like a puppy or something.
For your information, her name is Sophia.
Oh.
There you go, Keith.
God, great. Now I'm going to be having nightmares of Sophia's neck getting snapped. Thank you.
Well, Keith, I have to ask the question. I think I know the answer. But would you like to go on a second date with Marissa? We will pay for it.
I got to say no. No.
Dude, Marissa, you are better off. You don't want a sissy city boy anyway.
No complaint here.
All right. Well, Marissa, there you
The issue is, like, he could have at least said something.
Yeah.
Keith, you never even said anything about it being an issue.
Keith, you could have handled it exactly how I would have handled it if I saw that. If I saw her snap that chicken's neck, I would have screamed and ran.
Hello?
I was looking for Mona.
Yeah, this is her.
Hello, Mona. My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Cool. Have you ever heard the show before at all?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've heard of you. I just don't listen
That's okay.
that often.
Okay, cool. Well, you may have never listened really before, but you're actually on the show right now.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, and they said all nice things, too.
That's great. What's it about?
It's about a date that you went on recently.
Really?
Yeah, you went on a date with a guy named Kipling.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, you mean Kip?
I do. Yes, I do. And he actually emailed us because he wanted us to get a hold of you. I guess you're not calling him back since your date, and he's confused.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't want to go out with him again?
I mean, he seemed like a really sweet guy, but I could just tell he was really, really nervous, like anxiously nervous, like kind of extremely awkward.
On a scale of 1 to 10 and the most awkward dates you've ever been on, how was this date?
A 15.
I'll tell you why I ask it like that, because we actually talked to Kipling. Sounds like a nice guy, but he was also very nervous talking to us, so I can't imagine how he would be on a date.
Yeah, like everything you can imagine, like times 1,000.
Did it get better as you guys hung out longer?
No, it only got worse.
How did it get worse?
Like, he showed up almost 20 minutes late
Right.
without letting me know.
When he walked in, though, despite being 20 minutes late, were you kind of excited? Like, oh, he's cute.
I mean, he was like nerdy, awkward, cute. It's like, maybe this could end well, but I've been waiting for him to order, and the waitress came and he gave her our menus and said we wouldn't be ordering food. We were just going to get drinks. But I'd waited all day to eat.
What?
It was already like after 7 and I hadn't eaten and all we were getting was drinks. Like we went to this nice restaurant and we weren't even going to get food. Like why didn't we just go to the bar?
Oh, I would have been like, hell no, I'm getting food. You don't even want to see me when I'm hungry right now.
We were like a few drinks in and I started getting a little tipsy and I finally was like, hey man, like I'm really hungry. Like is it okay if we order something? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll get an appetizer for us to split.
Oh, wow.
So then he decides to get calamari, which is fine. It was great. Yeah. And I was eating, and he could tell that I was uncomfortable. So then he says, can I ask you a question? And, of course, I said, sure. And he asked me if I'm having a good time because my face doesn't look like I'm having a good time.
Your face doesn't look like you're having fun. What'd you say to that?
I just smiled and put more calamari in my mouth.
Come on, you were, though, probably showing some pain on your face at this point.
I think at that point, a few drinks in, no food in my stomach, I couldn't hide a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So it was just a very awkward time for you.
It was extremely awkward.
All right. You know what else is going to be awkward?
What?
He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yep. Kip, where you at?
Hi, Mona.
Oh, no. Hi, Kip.
Hi.
Oh, Kip.
Kip, why are you doing this? I'm confused.
Well, you weren't answering my messages. I thought I wanted to talk to you and see if you wanted to go on another date.
Oh, Kip.
Kip, did you hear what I said about our first date?
Yeah, and but listen, the thing is, okay, so I don't date a lot, and I really liked you, and you made me nervous, and I was already really nervous because I was late, and the thing is, I just showed up, and I just wasn't expecting a woman of your nature to be there.
Kip, what does that even mean?
What did that mean, Kip?
No, I just mean you're very beautiful. You know, you're very captivating. You have captivating features. You know.
Kip, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I just got nervous, and that's why maybe I wasn't the best dater. I was nervous, and I could tell you weren't having a good time, and the reason I didn't order a bunch of food is because I don't know, maybe we were gonna. You know, something was going to happen.
What?
Oh, Kip.
Wait, what are you talking about, Kip? What was going to happen if you ordered food?
I don't know. Maybe you just, if you know, you don't know what happens if the date goes well, and you know,
oh, gosh.
I just didn't want to have
anyone to feel awkward about having bad breath or have stuff in their teeth or anything.
You mean like if you guys are going to kiss or something at the end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was planning a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
me too, but I'm not really giving Kip that much credit.
I was like, damn, son, slow down.
No. I just meant kissing. Like, we might kiss if it went well. It's a date. It's how would, you know?
Kip, you know, like I get being nervous, like going on dates and stuff, but you probably don't want to ask if they're having a good time because their face doesn't look happy. Kind of a turnoff.
I didn't mean like that. I mean, your face is beautiful. Your whole is beautiful. You're beautiful, you know? I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like I could tell like you weren't having a good time and I wanted you to have a good time, you know?
Yeah, Kip, but like maybe you could have phrased it a little differently.
Yeah. Maybe. Look, I was nervous and I don't date a lot, okay? But like, listen, I'm a really nice guy and, you know, I just feel like I could do it right, you know? We could go somewhere and get food and I don't know.
Mona, think about it. Like, he's laying it all out there. Maybe next time, because it's all out in the open, he won't have those same type of nerves.
I mean, he's really sweet, and everything he does seems pretty genuine.
Well, how about this, Mona? Would you go out with Kip on a second date? I will pay for it. Free second date.
Time?
What's that?
Said we would get food this time.
You can get food.
Yes,
I promise.
Yes, we could do whatever. We could go bowling or get food or whatever.
He's the same.
Kip, you really like bowling, don't you?
I just don't date a lot, and that's just the last date I went on. We went bowling, and we had a great time.
Oh.
You guys don't have to go bowling if you don't want to, Mona. You can do anything. We will pay for it, though. Will you go out with Kipling again?
You know what? I guess he does deserve a second chance.
Whoa!
That almost sounded not painful.
What does that mean?
You're saying yes?
Yes, I'll go out with Kip again.
Yay!
Yeah, really? You won't regret it, I promise.
Congratulations, Kipling. You got a second date, man.
I can't believe you guys did this. This is amazing.
Kip, I can't believe we did it either, honestly.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yeah, it's Eric.
Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Oh, sorry, who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just confused, sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Wait, who are you guys?
It's a morning radio show.
Oh, okay.
Ever hear of it?
Nah, no.
Okay. Listen, I wanted to take a few seconds of your time because we got an email from one of our listeners about you.
About me?
Mm-hmm. It's a girl that you recently went out on a date with.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you recently went out on a date with a girl named Lisa. And since your date, you haven't been calling her back. So she emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone to find out if she did something wrong.
Really?
Yeah, it's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update.
Oh, gosh.
You mind talking to us for a second about your date?
Nah, really, I don't really feel comfortable.
I know you might not feel comfortable, but she really is curious. She thinks she did something wrong. It would help us at least put her mind at ease if she could know, like, hey, I'm just not really into her or whatever, you know?
Why didn't she just call me?
She says she's been trying to call you, but you haven't been getting back to her.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question, okay? She told us about your date. She told us how you guys went to the theater and back to your place, and then whatever happened.
Wait, she told you all of that?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
You okay, man?
I don't feel comfortable with you guys knowing all of that.
Well, it's not like she told us. It's not like she told us she took your virginity or anything.
Oh my
Don't worry
God,
about it.
Jubal.
What?
Yeah.
It's okay.
She
It's
told
okay.
us. She told us all about your date and how she took your virginity, and she thinks that's why you're not calling her back. Is that true?
Oh my God.
She only had really good things to say.
Oh, yeah, it's true. She took my virginity. Oh my gosh.
So is that it? Is it just uncomfortable now, and you don't want to see her again?
I can't believe I'm talking about this on the radio. Sorry, what was that? Say that again, sorry.
Is the virginity thing the reason that you're not calling her back? Is it just kind of uncomfortable and now you don't want to see her again?
No, not really. I'm comfortable with seeing her again. It just, I don't want to come off like a bad guy or a bad person.
Like a bad person?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me ask you a question. Did you lie about being a virgin in order to like...
Oh, no. No, my mom told me never to lie.
So you were a virgin?
Yes, I was a virgin.
Okay. Why would we think you're a bad person then?
Well, she did, I guess, did me a favor, and like she took my virginity. It was awesome, but well, it's just like I'm new to this now, and I've been in relationships, but obviously I haven't had sex with anyone, and the relationships have gone long. However, now that I've actually had sex, I'm just like, what the hell have I been doing? Like, I want to, explore some more now.
Do you want to explore some more now? So you're not calling her back? Yes. Let me see if I'm understanding you correctly. You're not calling her back because you got a taste of sex and now you want to have it with everybody.
Well, not everybody, but she kind of opened my eyes, and now I just kind of want to try with a lot of people.
Oh my God, she unleashed the beast.
Oh man, so okay.
Happens to all of us, brother.
And so you don't want to call her back because you don't want to be like exclusive to just dating her now.
Exactly.
Have you already slept with other people since your date with her?
No, but like I already went tanning to go out on another date.
You have a
What
date?
did you say? You already what?
I went tanning.
You went tanning.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that have to do?
Is that like?
So his body looks good.
Yeah, in prepreration to meet other
now
girls.
I'm like now I'm preparing my body to have sex with other people. And I shave and I got a new haircut.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, Swordsman. You got any dates lined up?
I have one tomorrow night, and I'm really excited about it. Just want to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Me too, man. I'm really interested. So basically, she was like a crack dealer who gave you your first hit, and now you're addicted.
I don't do drugs, if that's what you're implying.
No, I'm not implying that at all. Eric, thank you for being honest with us. I appreciate it. Good luck in your quest.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I do have to let you know, though, before we get you off the phone, that Lisa is actually on the other line, and she's been listening to this conversation.
What?
Yeah, I've been on the whole time. I've listened to everything you've said, and it's incredibly shallow. Let me just say that. Like, I did this for you. I felt like I was like opening you up, and now you're supposed to be special, and then you just like go and you're like, you want to go like run around in the streets and like taste every piece of candy you can. It's so disrespectful.
What's going on? I didn't know she was on the phone.
I know, Eric. I'm sorry to do that to you.
You like lied to me.
I know. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to lie to you. But don't you want to just tell Lisa yourself, like, hey, thanks for what you did for me. Now I'm on to the next one.
He doesn't have to say shit. I mean, he's already said everything that he needed to say. I heard everything that I needed to hear. And he totally used me.
I didn't use you. I didn't mean for that to happen. It just happened that night. It was a mutual agreement.
Mutual agreement? It's not like we signed a contract or something. I mean, I was doing you a favor. You realize this. You were a 26-year-old virgin when you met me. I mean...
Yeah, I was a 26-year-old virgin. I'm not that anymore.
Oh my God. Lisa, you don't really feel used by this guy.
I mean, I actually thought he was nice. Like, I made exceptions for him. Like, really, honestly, he's not like a guy that I would normally go out with. But then we had a connection, I thought, and now I just feel like gross. It really actually does feel pretty gross.
He still sounds like a nice guy. Eric, you sound like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I am a nice guy. You have to understand from my point of view.
And you can't blame him. I mean, Lisa, you've had some experience. I'm sure that you're really happy that you've had all those experiences, right?
He's got to make up for lost time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, but, you know, it's like you have someone on lockdown. Like, okay, great, let's do this. Like, doesn't he think he needs a little more practice before he goes out in the world? And, like, you know, if it's like your second time to ever have sex, someone's going to wonder if you are really that bad in bed.
Are you saying you want to practice with me some more? Because I'm just saying I totally will. You know?
That leads me to my next question, I guess. Eric, would you like to go out on a second date with Lisa? We will pay for it.
No, but I will go out on any other date, so and get some more fun.
No.
No, he doesn't get to turn me down now. I'm not asking anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we can hook up from time to time. We just can't be exclusive.
I'm not asking you for that. I mean, no, I'm saying no. So don't act like you're like doing me favors now because I'm good. I'm telling you, I'm good.
No to hooking up or no to being exclusive?
What is your deal? Like we have this thing, and you're a normal guy, and then all of a sudden you're gonna go out and like slay all these ladies. Like you're gonna just like spread your seed all over the world. All of a sudden, like you were shy. Like you wouldn't even hardly talk to me.
Lisa, I take it as a compliment. I mean, obviously, whatever you do is really good. It's got him crazed.
Yes, Lisa. It was really good.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Martin, please?
This is Martin.
Hey, Martin, what's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay, can you guys take me off your list? I'm sorry, I get these calls all the time.
No, I don't think you get these calls all the time. Martin? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's not a telemarketing call.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, who are you guys with?
Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh.
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay, I'm doing good. This is
So anyway, got a survey. I got a survey. Wonder if you can take that real quick for us.
He's kidding. Martin, he's kidding. Don't hang up.
Okay.
Martin, the reason we're calling is because we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. And you went out with somebody who listens to our show recently.
What?
Her name is Patty.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and Patty told us a little bit about your date. She said that she liked you a lot, but apparently you canceled on her before you guys were supposed to go out again, and now you're not really getting back to her.
What? Okay.
Is that not true?
I mean, yeah, that did happen, yes.
Were you planning on getting back to Patty and rescheduling and actually going out with her?
I mean, to be honest, no, not really.
Was there like a specific reason, or do you just not feel it?
I mean, this is really weird. I'm sorry. I mean, it's kind of a personal thing, to be honest. Like, I don't even think she'd really want me to share with you guys, so.
Well, I can understand that, but she also asked us to make this phone call, and we tell everybody who does one of these second date updates that they have to be prepared to hear whatever it is the person on the other line says. So,
Yeah.
do you mind telling us? Because she's just confused.
Oh, she asked you guys? Oh, my gosh.
Yes, she wants you to share. Whatever you think she doesn't want you to share, she wants you to share that.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, okay, she's like a little older. I don't know if you guys know, like how much you guys know, but
Yeah, she's very proud that she's a cougar.
Mm-hmm. She's over 10 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so she's kind of giving you a little. Well, yeah, and I'm frankly just kind of worried she won't be able to keep up. If you know what I mean.
Like on a hike? What do you mean?
Well, no, not a hike. Maybe a hike too, but you know, just like every day, kind of in general. Maybe some bedroom stuff. You know how. So
what? Wait, hold up. How old is Patty? Do you think that she's like 75?
Elderly?
I mean, I know she's a lot older than me, and I'm in my early 20s. So there's a big difference between pace, energy, and all that stuff.
Right.
So.
Okay, so you just think that you're too young for her because she won't be able to keep up with you.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
So,
have you dated any women that are older than you before?
Yeah, I have, and that's actually how I know. It didn't work out for that reason, and she said, everything would be fine, and she was so excited about it and everything, and it's just like, it's kind of terrible how that happened, and so I don't want that to happen again with her.
So wait, you dated a woman that just got too tired in bed?
Things were really great for the first 2 weeks, but then after that, she just kind of started falling off, and things were less frequent and less energetic, less enthusiastic.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Martin, I have a feeling that Patty's going to disagree with you, but we should just ask her about that because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what?
Hi, Martin.
Are you freaking kidding me?
How
right
you doing, hon? Surprise.
So this is all set up, I guess, huh? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you weren't getting back to me, so I did kind of want to find out. And I get your concern, but this is something I can definitely put. You can put your fears aside, sir. Between my Pilates, yoga, and weightlifting, it wasn't too long ago that I could still hang on to the ceiling fan. So I don't think that you have anything.
There you go, Martin.
I can't keep up with Patty.
I'm telling you, I'm in the best shape I've been in my entire life. I could outperform myself in my 20s, 30s easily today.
Girl.
What do you have to say to that, Martin?
All right, but like you say this now, you say you're gonna have a ton of energy now, and like everything's gonna go great. But I mean, the reality is you're not in your early 20s anymore, and that's exactly what happened with my ex. And so I just don't want that to happen again. And that's what she said. She made all these promises and everything, and it just wasn't great. So
I mean, I don't know what crotchety old lady that you used to date, but I'm not anybody's grandma. Okay.
Yeah, and that ceiling fan, though, Martin.
Yeah.
That ceiling fan comment does nothing for you?
I mean, okay, yeah, it did, for sure. But, I mean, she's just like my ex. She's talking a big game. Like, it's just talk, you know, and there was no... And I'm just really skeptical that she can back that up.
I have a feeling it's a challenge that she's ready for.
Exactly. I mean, it's something that I'm definitely ready for, but maybe this is something that you're not ready for. Maybe this isn't about me. Maybe you're putting it all on me, and you're actually, you know, I don't know, intimidated or threatened.
Yeah, what are you, chicken, Marty? You scared, Marty?
Okay, so this is like classic. You're trying to spin this around on me as if I'm not the energetic one and I'm not ready for what you have to handle. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
It does, though. It does, though. If you've slept with a guy who's in his early 20s and if you've slept with a guy that's a little bit older than that, it does make sense.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, experience makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and a lot of guys can be very easily threatened by having to do more than just lay there. So, I mean, if that's something that you're into, then maybe we're not going to work out.
What the hell, Patty? Like, I can absolutely bring the power. Like,
Bring the power?
I mean, this is like another one of your manipulative ways. I know that you're just trying to get me riled up. Of course, I have the energy in me, but it is kind of, you know, insulting.
Well, I mean,
for you to
that
say
that remains to be seen.
Yeah,
There is no proof.
All you're saying is words, Marty.
Yeah.
Where's the power?
What
Yeah.
if you're just like her ex, okay, that couldn't bring it?
What are y'all talking about? Like, all she's saying are just words. Like, I can actually prove it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, Martin, how about you prove it? Would you like to go out on a second date with Patty? We will pay for it.
All right, here's the deal. Patty, so you're saying that if we do this, 2 weeks come, like, you're going to, like, the fire's going to still go, and you're not going to be worn out after a while.
Hey, I mean, as long as you bring the tinder, I've got the gasoline.
Oh, my God! Dude, is this a second date update or like Brooke and Jubal's like brothel experience? Like, I feel like we're pimps right now.
You know, I could have hooked up with her the first night when we hung out, and I didn't. And that was because I got the sense that she was a little, you know, slower, I guess, older maybe. I don't know. So if you're going to talk a big game like that and you're ready to bring the fire and, you know, you're actually giving this a fight. You actually called this radio station to get a hold of me. So, sure, yeah, let's make this work.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, sweetie. Well, that's awesome. We'll meet up. Just make sure that you bring the Gatorade so that you can keep your strength up, okay?
Sure. Get those electrolytes in, Martin.
I feel like it needs an energy bar.
Yeah, it's a successful second date update. Cool. Congratulations, both you guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Wow.
I don't know what that was, Patty, but all I know is I'm going to go take a cold shower now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Alan?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Alan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. You ever heard of the show before?
The show?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. So I'm going to take that as a no, you haven't heard. Okay.
No, I haven't, sorry.
That's okay. No need to apologize. I'm calling you today because we got an email about you.
Can you explain more?
I'd love to. We got an email about you from a girl named Edie.
Oh, okay.
What?
What did she want?
Well,
Wait, I'm so confused.
She wants to know why you left your date and haven't called her.
I'm sorry. So she reached out to you, or I don't get it.
She emailed us.
She's like legit concerned for your safety, man. And I was too. Like, she described how you left, and it sounds like something horrible happened in your life.
Look, I'm fine, first off.
Okay, that's good.
Can you guys just tell her that my grandpa was ill or something? I don't know. Whatever sounds most realistic.
You want us to
I'm not
lie?
going to lie to her.
Is he not sick?
Why not?
You don't lie
Because
about
I don't want to lie to her.
Okay, well, you could say my grandma. It doesn't matter. Just like whatever you guys need to say.
Alan!
I'm not going to say anybody's sick. Like, we just...
Okay, don't say sick. Say they're injured. Or they wanted to spend time with me. I don't know.
Was the date with Edie so bad that you can't even tell us what happened?
It's just not what I thought it would be.
What? I don't understand. Like, you asked this girl out, she told us. You obviously were attracted to her. She sounds super awesome. Like, I wanted to hang out with her after we talked to her. She sounded really nice.
Well, if she's trying so hard to find me, it sounds like she's available, so maybe you can hang out with her?
What?
Oh, ouch.
I'm not trying to date her, man. I'm just trying to help her out.
Guys, I don't know what you want from me.
Well, just a little bit of the truth so that we can tell Edie.
I don't think that would be good at all. I don't think she wants the truth.
Yes, of course she wants the truth. Put yourself in her shoes. Like, she has a date that leaves, like, halfway through the date.
Yeah, but I really don't think that she's going to like this.
What happened?
Well,
Why?
she's prepared for that. We've told her that she might hear something she doesn't like, so it'd be better to at least tell her so that she knows for future dates, so she doesn't do the same thing.
Why don't you just tell her this? Just tell her that it's all me. It's my fault. It's nothing to do with her.
Okay.
So you just want to tell her it's me, not you.
Lame.
That still doesn't help give her any information about what she can do different. Think of it as paying it forward, Alan.
Okay, look, I don't know what she told you, but I'm a huge Darth Vader fan.
Okay.
Like, I've read everything. I've searched the internet for fan fiction. On nights when I'm not doing anything, I will go through and watch every scene that he is in from every movie.
Wow.
Okay, so that's crazy, but she obviously likes that stuff because she was at Comic-Con and she met you in your Darth Vader costume. Like, none of that would be surprising to her.
Here's the thing. I don't know if y'all are familiar with The Phantom Menace.
No.
Not really. I mean, I know what it is, but, I don't have a lot of Star Wars knowledge.
Right, I figured. So here's the thing. That's when Darth Vader meets Princess Amidala, who's played by Natalie Portman.
Oh yeah, she's a hottie.
Yeah, absolutely she is a hottie.
Yeah.
Okay, what does this have to do with your date, though?
So here's the thing. Darth Vader and Princess Amidala end up getting together.
Uh-huh.
And they get married, and they have children who end up being Luke and Leia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is what I want with my life. I want to find my Princess Amidala.
Okay.
And so I was at Comic-Con, and I saw Edie, and she was dressed up, and she had all this, great white makeup on. And when I saw her, I, had this revelation. And I was like, that's her. That's my Princess Amidala.
So she was dressed up as Harley Quinn, but you thought that she should be Princess Amidala or whatever.
Well, yes, it's just the way that she was dressed up made her look like Princess Amidala. They're very similar. They have white makeup on. They're, they're really done up. They're very regal. They're very, curvy.
Oh, so
it was like a vision come to life.
Okay.
Okay.
So then when I was at coffee with her, she showed up, and she didn't look like Princess Amidala.
Right.
She just looked like a normal person.
Because she wasn't in costume anymore.
So did you, right?
Well, yeah, but I thought that, maybe that she would still radiate that presence even when she just was in street clothes. But she didn't.
Okay, so she was a normal person and not a character out of a sci-fi movie, and you didn't like that.
Look, I know you guys don't get it, okay, but this means a lot to me, and she wasn't what I was looking for.
Yeah, but even if she wasn't what you were looking for, how rude to just leave someone in the middle of the date and make them, one, worry about you, and two, feel like crap, man.
Well, I made it seem like I had a legitimate excuse. I texted all my friends, and I told them to call me, so that way,
No, it's just coffee. Finish up coffee. It's not that painful because she doesn't look like some princess.
Yeah, but I can't tell her that. I can't tell her, sorry, you don't look like a princess anymore.
Yeah, because
I don't want to date you. That's me.
Stupid.
Unfortunately, you kind of just did, Alan, because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
I don't look like a princess? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What am I doing? I'm listening.
She's been on the phone listening because she wanted to find out why you left the date and didn't talk to her anymore.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't look like a princess. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm a normal person when I'm not at costume play. I don't live in white makeup. What did you expect?
Yeah, it's weird.
What did you expect? I didn't respond anymore. Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Your heart is colder than hot. You are terrible.
I think that was a burn. I don't understand it, but good for you, Edie. Get him.
Thanks. It was a decent burn. No, you are ridiculous. You're sad I don't look like Amidala. I'm upset you don't look like Captain America with his shirt off. Jeez.
You don't know what I look like with my shirt off. Sorry, I know exactly what I want, and that's what I'm going for. Okay?
You could have told me, but instead you ran away like an Ewok being chased by Jabba the Hutt.
You don't even know
know what you're talking about. Jabba the Hutt doesn't move. He just stays in one place.
I don't even know what this
Listen,
argument's
we don't want to
over
get
now.
way too into the weeds
Yeah.
with that stuff right now. That's for a different time. Maybe at a Comic-Con.
I'm confused, Alan. I mean, so are you wanting a girl to remain in costume at all times? Like, I don't get it.
Look, she doesn't have to be in costume the whole time, but when I'm with her, I want to feel like I am in the presence of Amidala. Okay? I want to have Luke and Leia's. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I guess you can't argue with that.
Or can you? I don't really understand it still. Edie, can you argue with that?
No, not going to argue with that. I'm done. Thanks.
Okay.
Well, hey, don't be done yet, Edie. I still have to ask Alan if he'll go on a date with you. Alan, would you like to go on a second date with Edie? We'll pay for it.
I'm sorry. I can't waste time with someone who isn't my soulmate.
Stupid. Dude, you're not living in reality, but okay, man.
A little out of touch.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You're looking for a woman who looks like Natalie Portman, dresses like she's the princess of Naboo, and you won't settle for a regular human?
I knew you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's okay. The force just wasn't strong with us.
Well, okay, Alan, good luck finding your princess. What was it again? Princess, what's her name?
Amidala.
I apologize for disrespecting your future wife. Princess Amidala. And Edie, good luck finding whoever you're looking for.
Normal people. People not from Comic-Con. Thanks.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
This is Kara.
Hey, Kara, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Great. This is weird.
I can understand how you'd think that. I'm actually on the phone with you right now because we're doing a segment called the Second Date Update. And basically, we want to ask you some questions about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Joshua.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. The thing is, he really liked you, and he asked us to call you and find out why you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted... Okay, he wanted what? He wanted you to call me?
Yes. He sent us an email and told us about your horrible first date.
What did he tell you? Exactly.
He told us that he met you on eHarmony, and you guys
Yes.
were on your way to a concert. And he said on the way to the concert, he was talking to you and wasn't paying attention. And some dude ran out in the crosswalk, and he ran over his foot. Then you screamed, and then he put the car in reverse and kind of hit the guy again.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So is that the reason you're not calling him back, the whole accident? Because he said that you left while he was giving a police report.
I was pretty shaken up. I mean, I've never even seen anyone hit by a car, much less being in the car. I was in the car. I mean, it was so crazy. And then I had to tell him, you hit someone. And then we backed up and we hit him again.
Well,
And it's like,
But the guy was all right, right?
I mean, he did send me a text message later telling me that the guy was okay. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just calling me to, ask me out on another date. Be like, oh, yeah, the guy's fine. Sure, you want to go out again? I mean, we hit someone on a date.
Okay, but that was an accident. I understand if you feel like that's a bad omen for a
Yeah,
first
but like
date.
an accident, like what's going to happen on date number 2? What are we going to do?
There's all sorts of options now, I think. The crazy door has been opened. You guys can just run through it full speed together if you want.
I'm cool not going through that door. Like, I'm good.
Why wouldn't you text him back, though, after that and just say, hey, that was too much for me on a first date?
Look, there were other reasons. That was not the only reason. I was just done with that date.
There was more than hitting a pedestrian.
Yeah.
What's worse than that?
I mean, I'm not saying it's worse. Like, I'm not saying we, killed a family. Like, but,
That would be worse for sure.
but, I mean, I was on this date for, 10 minutes prior to the incident, we'll call it. I got in his car, and Joshua wears an ungodly amount of cologne.
Oh.
It was like being in the back of a cab in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Just horrible. Okay.
Instant
And you know what?
migraine.
Depending on the cologne, that could be worse than running over a person.
I mean, that person was okay. If I stayed in my car much longer, I would not have been okay.
So that's why you left. You didn't actually leave because of the pedestrian. You just didn't want to ride home.
I'll be honest, it was like, dude, my asthma was going to be like, hello. Like, there was no way. There was no way. And I'll be honest with you, I don't understand how it is that he could have sprayed that on himself in the morning and was like, yeah, I smell good. Like, no way.
Excuse me, can I talk now?
What's going on?
Kara, that's Joshua. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Kara, what is up? Why are you saying this? You know that's not true.
Joshua, look, I did not know you were on the phone. And I am really sorry that you had to hear it like that, but it is true. I'm sorry.
I put on a little bit of cologne because I cared about the date. I wasn't swimming in it.
I'm sorry. I feel bad kind of right now. I'm glad you cared about the date, but it's not that there's nothing wrong with, in general, putting cologne on, but
don't you remember? I rolled down the window. Like, it was really cold outside. And I rolled down the window and I was like, hey, look at the fresh air. This is great. You didn't say anything was weird about that?
That was part of the distraction that, all right, look.
If you wouldn't have rolled down that window, he wouldn't have had to hit somebody.
I will have you know that I get a lot of compliments on my cologne, and the majority of them are not from family members.
Well, that's fine. Then they can go out with you and be in a small enclosed space and have asthma. But not me. I felt like I was going to die, okay? Not unlike the person you ran over, and I didn't have my extra inhaler with me.
Well, the person that I accidentally ran over his foot was nowhere close to death, which I would say is, maybe similar to how your cologne... Okay, look. All right? Okay, fine.
You're in such a predicament right now, Joshua.
It's not about the cologne. I cannot wear cologne. I can change that, all right? I just think that I got a good vibe from you before all this stuff happened, and I'm sorry. And
which part are you sorry for? The cologne or the almost dead dude?
I mean, he's not almost dead. Come on. Wow. This was found out in a court of law. He was fine. But
honestly, I'm just trying to give you feedback about your cologne. It just doesn't smell good, and the amount didn't smell good. And I'm not trying to be mean. It is what it is. Besides, I didn't know you were on the phone. They tricked me.
So wait, were you attracted to him before you smelled him? No, I'm serious, because the smell is automatic turnoff, but there could have been something pre-smell.
When I saw his pictures online and we communicated online, it was really cool. And when I saw him from far away, it was great. When I walked up close, not so great. But and I don't mean he was ugly. I mean it was the smell. But from far away, it was good. I mean, it just once you got closer.
Can you please stop talking about how bad I smelled?
Well, Josh, do you want to go back to talking about the guy that you hit? We have two options here.
That's a good point.
I feel like there's a door number 3 that we're not even talking about here, which is we were having a pretty good time before I hit someone. And,
That's a really weird thing to say. Okay, but anyway.
I know, I'm just acknowledging the elephant in the room that we've been talking about this whole time, but if when it comes to the cologne, I don't need to wear any cologne. I could just wear deodorant. I could not wear deodorant. I could not have any of that.
Please wear deodorant. I don't care if you're going out with me or not. You should be wearing deodorant and none of that natural stuff, actual deodorant.
So actual deodorant. Well, all right. How about this, Kara?
I don't use crystals. I have never used... Oh, okay.
Okay, let's not get into deodorant brands right now. I just want to ask Kara a question. Will you go out with Joshua one more time? You can take public transportation. He won't wear cologne, and we will pay for the date.
It's a pretty
Will you
good
go out
deal.
with him one more time?
Kara, come on. Please, just give me a second shot at this.
I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
We met on eHarmony. We are a great match for each other. We could end up with each other.
That's right. That's the place that claims to find the perfect people.
Yeah. I've seen the commercials.
eHarmony never said he would hit someone in a car either. So,
that would make for a weird ad campaign. But...
Yeah, that's true.
See, he's funny.
So, will you give him one more shot if he doesn't wear cologne? And you guys can talk about the whole car accident thing later, but
you have
will
to
you
say
give him another
yes.
chance?
okay, the thing is, it's no cologne, not pick another brand, no cologne.
Joshua?
I don't trust your ability to bathe yourself in it.
If you go out with me, I promise I will not wear any cologne. I just feel like we had a good vibe before things happened.
Will you do it, Kara?
Okay, but if I show up and I smell anything on you, any cologne, I'm leaving. And if your bumper is damaged or I see blood or hair on the front of your car, we're done.
I have already cleaned the car. You can't see anything on it. So,
well, that's really good to know.
Right.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Good. Congratulations, Joshua. You got a second date.
Yay.
Oh, Kara, I'm excited to see you again, and I promise you won't regret it.
Unless he runs over another person.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Nina, please?
This is Nina.
Oh, good. You're safe. Nina, I've been worried about you.
Okay, who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. This is Brooke.
Hey, Nina.
And Jose is the guy that you just heard laugh.
Okay. Why am I talking to a bunch of people?
Because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met up with one of our listeners, but now you're not talking to him.
Okay, this is weird.
Yes.
I know. I figured it would be. But his name is Sean.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy.
What?
Wait, hold on, Nina.
Okay.
Why are you being so nonchalant about this whole thing? Because he said that you ditched him.
I ditched him?
Yeah, that's what he says.
He said you went to the bathroom and didn't come back, ditched him.
Oh my God. I guess I did. That, oh, God.
I'm so confused.
I can't believe I did that. That was so mean.
Yeah.
How are you not? I am so confused by you right now, Nina.
Me too.
Yeah, how did you
know?
How'd you ditch him on accident? And then why haven't you responded to his phone calls or anything?
To be honest, when I went to the bathroom, I I accidentally met up with my ex, and
Okay.
you know, obviously we're no longer together, but we just have this chemistry, and whenever we see each other, we just hook up. We can't seem to keep our hands off each other, and I just, you know.
When you went to the bathroom, you ran into your ex and like went home with him?
Yeah, we just, you know, but you know how it is when there's like passion for someone. I honestly like forgot about Sean, and I was just in the moment, and we took off, you know, and I ended up spending the rest of the night with him. I'm really sorry. I feel terrible.
But how are you just now realizing that you ditched Sean in this whole thing?
I know. It was just, we just had so much fun that night. I guess I just completely forgot about Sean.
Okay. Why not call him back or text him back after he tried to get a hold of you?
I felt a little weird afterward, you know. I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to lie to him. I just kind of figured it was a quick situation and he would go away. So I just kind of left it at that.
I think that's pretty understandable.
Yeah.
What are you
The
going to
only
say?
problem is, Nina, he hasn't gone away because he's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious right now? Like, is this really real life?
Are you serious? You had him waiting on the phone to talk to me this whole time? What's wrong with you guys? Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, but yeah, he was waiting this whole time to talk to you, and now I guess he knows the truth.
What kind of person does this? Like, you actually forgot that we were in the middle of a date? Like, how can you just forget that a human being even exists because you bump into some dude?
Oh, my God. Sean, first of all, I was drunk, and we, like, I literally had just met you, like, you know, what was it, like 45 minutes? So
after
you're a
you
nice
sobered up,
guy, but...
So after you sobered up, you saw my text, you saw that you missed calls, no, nothing in you. There was no remorse, no, oh, man, that's pretty messed up, nothing. No.
I mean, I feel bad about it, but I kind of figured it was such a quick hookup, and I thought I said goodbye to you before I left, so, you know, I forgot. You know, I was, like I said, I had a few drinks, so I wasn't thinking clearly.
We're on a first date, Nina. I mean, and you just go hook up with your ex-boyfriend. You don't sound like you're all that broken up about it. I mean...
I do feel bad about it, but come on, we met on Tinder, dude. I mean, you know, it's not like you're going to propose to me or anything, so I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, you know, I guess maybe at some point I would have reached. I just really didn't put a lot of thought into it.
At some point? What, were you going to wait till I had a birthday? I mean...
No, I figured I would call you at some point, but, you know, I was just wrapped up with my ex, and I wasn't really putting a lot of focus on it, you know?
Nina.
Oh, my God.
I know. I feel so bad for you, Sean. Nina, that is really messed up that you just ditched somebody. He had a bad night to begin with. He had already been ditched by his friends.
Well, first of all, not everybody has an ex like my ex. Okay, this guy, well, I won't even get into that. And I mean, I do feel bad for Sean. I just never thought it was that deep, really.
You know what? Now I don't even feel as bad. I don't even feel as bad. Because you know what I did? So I wouldn't take a total loss for the night. I hooked up with one of her girlfriends.
No way! You did not tell us that before, Sean.
Wait a minute. What? You did what?
Oh, now it matters? Now it matters?
Wait a minute. Who was it? Who did you hook up with?
I mean, why does it matter? You know, I'm just some guy you were going to call at his birthday. I mean,
no,
what difference does it make?
You know, it doesn't even matter. I bet I know who it was anyway. It's she's a slut in the group. But now I'm just like, I'm really confused because if you did that, why are you going through all this trouble to contact me? Why don't you just go with her?
That's a good point.
Why are you contacting me?
I mean, I was a little more interested in you, but, you know, I'm over that now, obviously.
Well, you're not. I mean, you're it's sounding all confusing to me because if you're interested in me, why are you hooking up with one of my friends?
Oh, let me
Dude, that's not cool.
Let me use your drunk excuse. Oh, I was drunk, so, you know, it just kind of happened.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
All right, well, on this note, Nina, I would like to ask you if you would like to go out with Sean again on a second date. We will pay for it.
That's a very generous offer, but I think I will respectfully decline.
Oh, my God. I wanted you guys to go out again to see who you'd actually end up going home with that night.
Well, maybe you can pay for him to go out with okay?
I mean, good. I mean, I don't want to go with you again anyway. I mean, honestly, your girlfriend was a little hotter than you, and then there was a couple other ones that I might be more interested in that was in that party anyway. So, yeah.
Okay, so now Sean's got all the girls.
This is why I shouldn't meet up with guys on Tinder. I am done with that whole situation. I mean, you have like completely turned me off. And like, if I'm going to be meeting jerks like you, then nah, not even worth it.
Whoa.
That's fine. Yeah, stick to guys that dump you in real life.
My gosh.
All right, well, thank you very much, you guys. And at least, hey, Sean, look at it this way. Now that you're kind of an ex of hers, you went on a date, next time you see her out with another dude, you might be able to hook up with her. It all works out.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Charlie, please?
This is he.
Hey, Charlie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
What? I'm sorry. What's Brook and Jubal in the Morning? What can I do for you?
It's a radio show, a morning radio show.
A morning radio show. And what does it have to do with me?
Well, I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
An email from a listener about me?
Yes.
Why?
Because they recently went out on a date with you and they thought you were awesome, but now you're not calling them back.
Okay, so...
I know, it's weird.
So
what
I'll explain it to you, Charlie. I'll explain it to you. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. So you went out with a girl named Samantha the other day.
Isn't not returning the call enough?
Well, apparently, I mean, it's enough to let them know you're not interested, but they want to know why.
Wow. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to talk about it. I don't know if it would be fair to Samantha. I don't know.
Well, if you're thinking about it being fair to her, she is the one who wanted us to do this phone call, and she also said that she's willing to hear whatever the reason is.
I mean, she told us that she thought you guys got along great and that you had good chemistry.
Oh, good chemistry. She said that as well.
Well, okay, listen, she didn't say that specifically. That's how I interpreted what she said about the date. Like that you laughed, it was easy. There was
it was easy to laugh, yes.
Whoa.
Wait, did you mean that, like, did you just insult? Was that an insult?
No, listen. All right, look, I am, this is difficult. I'm not a jerk. I enjoyed meeting Samantha. It's just obvious to me that she has some drama going on in her life, and I don't want to be involved in it.
Why is it obvious?
I don't know what she told you.
Well, she said that you guys got set up through friends, went to a bar, took a picture there, and then hung out for a little while, and that was about it.
Took a picture there. Okay, yeah. It was more than a picture. It was like a production shoot. She breaks out a selfie stick, has to take a number of different pictures till she finds the right one, then spends more time putting effects and filters on it and whatnot. I was willing to be like, all right, no, whatever, no big deal. But then I get home, and on Instagram, she's got somebody else tagged, and the quote is what freaked me out. She's like, I want to get specifically. Hold on. She says, "Sorry, Jake. Looks like I've moved on."
Nuh-uh. What? You were part of a revenge picture?
Oh.
I guess so. I don't know what is going on, but there's some kind of drama there, and I don't want to be involved in it.
She did not tell us that. She made it sound so innocent, like she was just capturing the moment, and it was no big deal.
I don't want to be involved in any of her drama. I've had that stuff in the past, and I am not ready to deal with it. I don't want it.
Wow.
Okay, well, you're probably going to really like the fact that she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. Not dramatic at all. So, Samantha.
What are you talking about? She's on the phone?
Yes, she's listening right now. Samantha?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, my God.
So first, Charlie, let me just say that there's absolutely no drama at all to be worried about. And just to explain that post, I recently got out of a relationship, and my ex had done that to me a few weeks ago. And
sounds drama-free.
Well, yeah, right? and so I did it back. But what the point is we both shot our shots off the mast at each other, and it's over.
Oh, sure.
All right.
if I could, and listen, Samantha, I really enjoyed your company, and as I said before, I knew you were there. Absolutely beautiful girl, but I felt like I had been cast in this role of your boyfriend, and you were shooting like you were just looking for somebody to stand next to you in the Instagram shot.
I know. I'm sorry that it came off that way and I made you feel that way or any of that. I could not be more sorry. But the truth is I really do like you, like quite a lot. and that isn't normally me. It was emotional and sort of just overly excited when I had finally met you and you were you. So I'm hoping that this doesn't kill things.
Oh, wow. Well, that's really nice of you to say, Sam. But I was just kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
I get it.
Yeah, no, but like really, Sam, like what were you thinking when you posted it? Were you thinking about how you liked him or were you just thinking about getting back at your ex?
Honestly, I was like 2 drinks in, rounding the third and having fun. And I don't know what made me think this is a good time to do this or that I should at all.
Right, because I mean, I think what you said is really nice, but it is a red flag if you're on a date with somebody and you're 2 drinks in and the first thought is your ex, right?
Yeah. Right.
Well, no, okay, just in my defense, the first thought wasn't my ex. The first thought was, what you said was super funny, and I want to remember this moment. And I took the picture, but then when I started running it to the filters and saw how good it turned out.
Okay.
Then you thought revenge.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I've been there. I understand.
It's a good pick.
But you got to understand that it comes off as a little crazy, right, Charlie?
Totally crazy, and it just seems like she's got this thing where she's got to let everybody know, including Jake, that she's going out with somebody else. I don't need this, man. I don't need Jake all of a sudden contacted. Who knows? I don't know how things ended, but all of a sudden I go home, here I am in her Instagram with a quote that says, "Sorry, Jake, looks like I've moved on."
Well, I will say, Charlie, you should be flattered, though, because no girl would post that if you were ugly. You're obviously an upgrade from Jake, because that is the only reason she would text and tag Jake in that.
The picture really did come out really great in spite of it all. And I know it was stupid of me to write that caption. And I really hope that I'm not entirely judged by one stupid, buzzed, bad caption.
Well,
you know?
Let's find out. Charlie, would you like to go out with Samantha on another date? We will pay for it. Will you go out with her again?
Can it be social media free?
Oh.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course?
Yeah,
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I trust you.
Well, give me a chance to build back the trust.
I think you can actually trust her, because if she was going to call us and put all this on the air, and if her ex heard, she looks pretty pathetic right now. So she's just risking a lot for this date, I'm saying.
Thank you.
What do you think, Charlie?
You know what? I think it's worth one more date. Let's do it.
Oh, cool.
So that's sweet. All right. Well, congratulations, you two. And hey, Samantha, on this date, if you actually do try to lean in for a kiss, it might actually happen.
Jubal, you weren't supposed to say anything.
Say what? I just thought maybe you guys could share a kiss.